winter and summertime, there shouldn't be a 24-hour clock.
Hello?
Life should just be one continuous
Hello.
stream of suffering and despair. Also, hi.
Also, hi.
Suffering and despair? What's happening?
Yeah. Pain and misery.
We're merely talking about why the concept of days is an inducement of despair, and nothing is right in the world.
Oh, okay. Yep, sounds about
Yeah.
right.
You know what he said. So, Saf, have you said everything you need to say?
Yep,
Oi?
I think so.
All right.
That's a gaslight.
That's a gaslight. Yeah. We're actually just while we're playing, she's gonna be talking about what happened last time and be talking about her day and everything that she's done since.
Well, I don't know what you mean.
Okay. So, should I just be doing a quick recap, no cap, all the caps?
Yes.
And yes, and then we get right into it.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god. So, the last time you woke up to a snowy winter morning, following the trail along the open plains, the snow storm took up or gained strength. What do you call that? The snow grew heavier on the landscape, slowly turning into ice and making the terrain rough to traverse. You reached a destination that seemed different in some way, like a mountain in the background where the snow was falling, and the small foresty area where you sought shelter, hoping that the weather would pass. Oren, Poluna, in a desperate attempt to find some proper shelter without any risk lurking beneath them, began digging and digging. And
I am
again.
an elf and I'm digging a hole.
An elf.
And therefore we're going to introduce Paluna's new character, because Paluna was never found. No, okay, maybe not. So, traversing towards this mountain that seemed a bit out of place compared to the rest of the terrain, you stumbled upon some villagers that didn't quite seem right in the head. Walking further along as nighttime fell and snow was gathering once again, you ventured into a mountain where an entity was sitting atop of a throne chair-looking structure with two massive hands next to it, presenting opportunities, two items hovering in place, more or less. And while people were carefully taking their time, weighing the options, Paluna said, nah, I'm gonna ruin this whole shit. Picked up one of the objects and everything seemed to return to a normal state. The person in the throne awoke from their deep slumber, revealed himself to be the chieftain of the village outside, and seemingly didn't think much of the whole situation, brushing it off as a stupid drunk bender where partying had been had a bit too roughly, maybe leaving the houses a bit roughed up. But that aside, nothing out of the ordinary. Although you did find yourself two artifacts richer. Truly, that's the end of that chapter, because as you turned around, the mountain was gone and it was as if nothing had ever happened. You asked for some general directions and ultimately decided to travel westward, where you heard about the name, the Samba Forest, the Samba Woods, where one of your former party members had spoken of originating from. And out of personal interest or curiosity, so just because it happened to be on the way, you decided to explore the woods to see what might have happened. The woods left a lot to be desired in terms of answers, and only rose more questions about what exactly had happened in this place. Was the forest fire natural? Was it caused by something? And then why was there no evidence of people ever having been there? Who knows? You proceed on your journey westward, towards Eastwatch Garrison, a place that some of you have heard of before, and one of you haven't. One name was tied to this place, a Lord Edmund Swan, And as you entered into the garrison, the first thing that your eyes fell upon on the market while looking for things to buy was Lord Edmund Swan himself. While some of you may be familiar with him, just to describe him for Peluna, Lord Edmund Swan is a character wearing a blue coat with a fur neck around it, long blonde curlyish hair, pale white skin, and holding a flute in his hand. As if he's instructing people around him while narrating his story, pointing, waving his hand back and forth. Very lively character, while encircled by the masses and his own personal troupe of what can only be described as his adventures of great variety. And in that moment, Valentina makes eye contact with Lord Edmund Swan, whom she have had a very personal encounter with in the past. And that's where we left off, with Edmund Swan staring at Valentina, acknowledging her existence, and returning to talking to the crowd around him. Yes, and that's true. That's true. We did get that. I think I might have to excuse myself for a moment. It seems somebody requires my attention. Anyway, please step aside. Please step aside. And trumpets start blaring from his troop behind him, signaling for people to make way for this very esteemed character. And as the population step aside, a pathway opens directly towards Valentina, Peluna, and Beer. He approaches Valentina. I see you have decided to run away from everything happening in Eastwatch. So, have you come to about my request at the guild, or are you looking to cash in on that favor of you?
What do you mean everything happening in Eastwatch?
Oh, you know, you guys falling over and me helping you up again, and staying away from that kind of involvement, which partially is for me to blame why I owe you the favor, but...
Yes, right. Well, we were actually on our way back to Eastwatch, from Darkmonth.
Yes,
I feel like I'm missing some context here. I've been
away
away from
hi!
Eastwatch. Yeah, hello.
Yes?
I put out my hand. Name is
Yeah.
Peluna.
He's hesitant, holding out his hand. Yes, and he taps your hand with his flute. Yes, nice to meet you. Peluna.
Yes.
You
and
did
you
you
would
guys
be...
did you guys replace the? Well, I am Lord Edmund Swan, and he gives a gentle bow, and his troop behind him. Yes, thank you. I think they know. I am acquainted with them. Anyway, yes, Peluna. And are you with these mighty fine adventurers?
Yes. It has been a bit of an adventure, to say the least. We met each other at Darkmond, and I have been away for what feels like 30 years, so I have a lot of catching up
Yes.
to do.
Darkmond is a very dark place, and it really tears on you. I do not touch that place anymore. Not since it was taken from my family.
Well, actually, we cleared the place, kind of lifted this darkness hanging over it.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
That's
How much
okay.
are you willing? How much are you willing to bet on that?
Oh, how much am I willing to bet on you? I mean, not to try to put you down or anything, but my troop had quite a tough time trying to clear out those vile beasts within the city. And I tell you, after a few days, we did not give that place a chance to live anymore. So
a couple of thousand gold?
Yeah. How do you suggest that we find a result for this little gamble? because I'm sure not going back there.
Sure, there's someone you still know there. No? You can send a letter or send a message spell.
Oh, well, there's always that creepy Dogmaster that everybody has to
Oh
present
yeah,
themselves
we
to.
know that guy.
Oh, you know him? Yeah.
Go ask him.
Anyway, do
Right.
you remember seeing that masked man back at the docks?
The masked man.
An Eastwatch?
I mean, yeah. Well, we met him at his Eastwatch, yeah, and me and, yes.
Did
What?
you know him?
I can't really say.
See, we had a little meeting with him back in Darkmount.
You met himself there, and you are alive. Now that makes that whole story even more unbelievable. Anyway, jokes aside, no, what are you really here for? Do you need? Are you here to help me on my request, or are you gonna need help with the favor I owe you? No, really, please.
What is your request?
I want to put up a quest at the Guildmaster.
Well, we
thing.
haven't been in Eastwatch since we
Oh,
last saw you.
We went to Darkmount, right?
You're really serious about that whole Darkmoon thing, are you?
I'm
Yeah.
leaving you until you confirm that we've been there, saved the town, and owe me 1,000 gold.
Us.
True,
Us.
us. Each of us.
Yeah.
Jamir, I need you. He snaps his fingers, and behind him comes what I can only describe as a priest in a brown robe and a cross around his neck, like, Lord, how may I service you? Could you? You know that creepy Dogmaster back at Darkmount? These adventurers are coming with some crazy statements. Could you see if anything has changed recently? Yes, I serve. Whatever you. Are you getting the attitude? No, sorry. And begins waving his hands. Darkmaster, anything to report of recent events? A few seconds go by. You see the expression on the priest slightly change in a weird direction. Lord Edmund, I believe there has been quite a change. Without giving
You can
too
just
many-
see Paluna's right eyebrow slowly rising as he starts saying this.
Supposedly, the city is free, was the expression that was used. And the credit was mostly to be given to a blue guy and a young, elvish looking girl. That was all he could give me within those few words. You just
Well.
you blue.
How many
Ah.
blue guys do you know?
No,
huh?
stop! I need to hear it myself. Dogmaster, and he holds out his necklace in front of him. Please give me the names of those who did the. Oh, Beer and Valentina and Paluna. Oh no.
I just look over at him and smile as he says this.
Oh. Rascal. 1,000 gold. But that's that's besides the point. The problem is. Oh no. Oh no, the king wants to know this. Oh, that's not good. That means that he is seeking playgrounds elsewhere. At least we had him under control in Darkmond. Oh god.
The masked man.
The king? What the hell are you talking about?
No,
You mean the king is responsible for this?
No, I think it's another way around. I think you know where you had the masked guy when he was in Darkmond. You know he was going to be a problem there. Now that he's not being a problem there, where is he going to be a problem next?
Yes, exactly. Oh, you're a smart one. Are you by any chance wearing your crown this moment, Paluna, or are you just standing there with your general knowledge?
Well, Paluna's about street smarts, and I'm not with my crown right now, so it's not like big brain smart. It's more like, how would a gangster or thief think about it? How would a rogue think? And he would be like, oh, right, I caused the power vacuum. Oh,
okay,
well.
good.
Also, the masked man did tell us that he was looking for another, or said something about a playground.
Okay. Yes. He will start causing havoc elsewhere. He has no care for the order we have in our continent. Oh, fucking outsiders. What can you... And he looks at you like, while saying the word outsiders, like, fuck. I mean, excuse my language. For this very esteemed gentleman to be using curse words in public while clearly surrounded by people listening in, we should find somewhere private. You know what? Come to my come to my hall. Be my guest and please enlighten me about exactly what happened, so I know what to report back to the king.
The king? Yes, okay.
To the hall. And he turns around. Follow me, waving his flute, slightly inconsistent with his tone and voice. To the hall. The horn blares, and the people are scattering once again, leading pathway towards his keep within the city, which only is about 100 feet away from you currently are, with his very clear appearance. Paluna was your name. You seem to be the smart one in this group. No offense to you guys.
What?
But, Paluna, can
Many offense taken.
Anyway,
Yes.
can I have a word with you? You're the new one in this group, right? Clearly. Where did the elfin guy go, and should I be careful about talking about him, or is he...
Yes.
Just yes. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Guards, open the gates. Yes, thank you. Okay. Servant, you. Yes. Food for 1, 2, 3. For me, 5, 4, plus my child. Food for a bunch of people. Snap. And it proceeds, leading you into a great hall with 2 long tables next to each other with about 20 seats total, and 1 wooden throne with 2 smaller thrones next to it. You take Paluna. You take the seat on my left, and my advisor will be on my right. And Bjorn Valentina, was it? Yes. You can take the end seat closer to us, and my troop will be situated right next to you. And then we'll take it from there while dinner's being served and some warmth, even though I feel like it's plenty hot in here.
What a charming little place you have here.
As you're looking around, it's like...
I wouldn't exactly call it little. It's quite spacious. Ships are quite cramped, you know.
Yeah, you lived on the ship? Interesting.
I believe we'll get into the exchange of personal stories. I'd love to hear how this, what used to be a very quaint little, barely even a settlement, last I saw it.
Familiar. Ah, yes, my family. After they lost their heritage in Darkmond, we were permitted to rebuild a different location, and family after family has tried really hard and adventuring life. And what am I thinking? I have something to report to my king. The king requires news about the situation, I think. And slowly servants are entering the rooms from side doors, opening up and placing food on the 2 long tables, and his troop are getting situated, putting down their equipment on the ground and their bags. The horns and instruments are being placed up against the walls next to banners that they were holding, 2 massive pillars where trophies of various creatures are hanging down, and he's sitting anxiously in his chair, Lord Edmund Swan, twirling his thumbs around each other, waiting for everything to fall into place before inquiring more about the whole situation.
Why are you so nervous?
Well, your friend, or Paluna, put it pretty simple. The beast is to lose, and we need to find out who is responsible of.
You seem very scared of this masked man.
Oh, how much do you know? How okay. Everything seems to be falling. People are eating. Take whatever you need. There's the veil. There's the board. The whatever. And so tell me exactly about your story. Your journey to Darkmond. Even though I highly advised against going in that direction. What happened? How did you get there?
By boat?
First, you need to take a moment to calm down. You're going too fast for yourself.
Right.
Think about it like this. When the river floods, you don't blame the river for flooding. It happens. Life is chaos. We can't really predict what'll happen. Whatever disaster he makes, it could have been made by someone else somewhere else.
Slow down a bit. That wording is really nice. Scribe. Write it down the way he says it. Thank you. Okay, continue.
So take it easy.
Oh, was that it?
It's not gonna happen now.
Oh, yeah, I think you have no idea what they are capable of, those of his caliber.
How about you start
I
talking?
give it like
then?
a couple of weeks, but living today.
I start eating some food and I lean back. You know what's interesting? He was really good friends with your good friend, Kamir.
Oh, come here. Is he in? Well, he's a creepy guy, I guess. No.
How interesting that the king and you, by association, would associate with such a man as Kamir, who worked with this masked man who you seem terrified of.
I mean, they were lower-ranked nobles who lived in the noble district. Me and others of my caliber live within the walls around the king. We don't care what they do. I mean,
Clearly.
imagine you guys looking at peasants. We don't look at what those lesser nobles do.
Yeah, that's much as obvious.
I just put my hands on like, let's not go down this tangent. Let's just take the story from the beginning.
Right.
Here in Valentina. I didn't hear this either. How did you guys get to Darkmond, and what did you do to start with?
Yes, good point, Paluna. Yes, stick to the story. stick to the story. How did you?
We got on a ship from Eastwatch that was headed to Darkmond. Was it headed somewhere else, Beer? I don't remember. No, it was headed to Darkmond to deliver some cargo. Turns out the cargo was people, beasts, to be traded for slavery in Darkmond.
Okay.
And we went to the auction actually, and I bought myself a slave, but now she's gone. And well, we ended up.
That's not really the point, is it?
No. Anyway, we got there with the ship.
Who was the slave? Should we be hunting for them? Do they know too much about you?
No, It's fine.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
I usually my slaves when they try to rebel.
Of course you do. Anyways, we entered what they refer to as the danger zone, where all this darkness and beasts
Yeah.
reside. I assume you're familiar.
Yeah, absolutely. Horrible place. My clothing didn't stand a chance out there.
Oh, it's pretty fun actually.
Oh, well, to each their own, I guess.
Well,
I
so
mean, then we found like a vault and we went
You
inside.
found a vault, not the vault, right? Not the whole
Yeah,
the
yeah,
little
yeah.
vault.
Yeah, no, we found the vault. Yeah.
Oh,
that's where we found Baluna. He was
yeah,
in
it
a
was,
tomb.
yeah.
oh, is he an cleric? Is he an undead?
No, he's not undead. None
Well,
of us are. Anyway, so we found this big well in the danger zone. We jumped into it, and there was a whole city in the well with a bunch of people
Oh,
and undeads and
And a vault.
and the vault.
Scribe, are you getting this? This is good stuff. I can write that for my next autobiography. I found the vault within the
You weren't there, Edmund.
You sure about that?
Anyway. So you,
Is it pretty clear that this guy is a bard by now? Like, am I allowed to guess that? I feel like,
out of character? Yes.
yeah, right. Like,
Yeah.
I think at this point, Bruno goes like, no. Let him.
I mean, he has a flute.
This is
then.
fine.
Hmm.
This way, we make sure people know what happened at Darkmount. Okay? It's fine. It's fine.
You know
No,
what?
it's
Claim
not.
the
He's not
riches.
gonna-
We don't. No.
He's not gonna take my credit.
We've already claimed the gold and the cash. We don't need the credit.
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
Golden, how much for your story? How about that? I pay you some gold and you
Oh.
allow me to write the...
40,000 gold.
Okay, no,
100,000 gold.
100...
Yeah.
That's like...
Aren't you rich? Or are you poor like those
No,
peasants?
You see, 100,000 gold or 10,000 platinum is equivalent to opening a shop and running it for a year in my town. So it's either opening a shop or buying some adventures of Barrel Just Mad. You know what? You get a shop in my town, and I get your story.
Well, we don't. We're adventurers. We can't run a shop.
No. I have an idea. We don't get a shop. We get an enterprise.
Okay, and what
We're
would you
gonna
say-
we're gonna end up having to travel a lot for various reasons. I look at Björn and Valentina catching their eyes. What we need is a viable excuse to, in the king's name, go wherever we want, wherever we need. We want to be royal couriers.
I don't want to be that.
Well,
It is
first of all,
far more lucrative than anything you could imagine.
First of all, you guys need to find out what you want. Royal couriers might be a bit beyond my...
Before you shut it down, I do have credentials. They're 30 years old, but I've been doing the courier business for a long time across the seas. I have delivered letters to many a man, parcels to many a person, and confidential informations to many a client.
And your name was... Well, do you have a last name? Did you inherit to some family, or is it just Paluna?
I am Paluna Gatecross. You should be able to, I think,
Gatecross.
find me in some of the
Scribe?
Courier Guild's archives.
Uh,
They probably declared me as dead.
Oh, that helps a lot, actually. Scribe, Paluna Gatecross, dead, courier, look for him. No way, Scribe, I need you. Cleric? You're not book smart.
It's no rush. It's no rush.
Oh, okay, well, I'll look into
But-
So, we'll talk about the story, the rights to it later. I think you might be asking a bit too much of a price. But we can look into it. That could be resolved by you helping me with that favor I talked about, the Guildmaster thing. If you handle that, we can certainly see if there's a combined reward of some. And anyway,
We haven't even finished the story yet.
well, the thing you had to finish so far was quite juicy.
Oh, it gets even juicier.
Oh, possibly can't. I mean,
It-
you
it
found the
really
vault,
does.
the city under the city. You cleansed the city.
And we
Oh.
freed all the people.
And we killed Camille.
Well, it was more like self-defense.
I would like to
Did you
object. He blew himself up.
That's true, actually. He did do that.
He's
Yeah,
starting to
because we killed
sweat.
him.
Did you just admit to killing a noble of Eastwatch within
No.
the garrison of
No.
Eastwatch?
No.
Yes,
Beer,
I
no.
know.
That's not what happened.
that's
I'm-
exactly what happened. What do you mean?
If
Why
we
are you
weren't
guys? Why are you guys like this?
beer.
We didn't kill him, strictly speaking. He killed himself.
Edmund Swan is looking confused because one is affirming, one is denying, and the third is saying something. He's been gaslighted at this moment. He has no idea what the fuck is going on.
This is the gaslighting troop at its core. We're just saying different things, and he's like, I don't know. One of the smart ones saying he killed himself, the one that doesn't have a filter is saying we killed him, and the third one saying we definitely didn't kill him.
Okay, listen, Edmund.
Mm-hmm. No, Edmund Swan, please. Use my full name. We are
Not
not on
Edmund
equal
Swan.
terms. Yes, thank you.
Not Edmund
Luna, I love you more by the second. Do you need a troop by any chance? I think my troop could use a courier.
Okay, excuse me,
get
my
through
lord. You see, Valentina's getting visibly annoyed.
Look, Valentine, let me just handle this for a bit. We'll give you a much more embellished and far deeper telling at a later date. But to summarize, they found me in the vault. We went
So-
around, did a bunch of things. I think I was trapped there for 30 years. That's why I think they called me deceased.
Oh.
We ended up getting through just a bunch of adventures and shenanigans in Darkmond. One of them was finding that the good Camir was a traitor to the crown, the people, and everything good, doing his best to further the downfall of the king with vile experiments. It ended up being taken care of. After which, we managed to bargain the freedom of the city based on our adventurous exploits from the masked man.
Okay, so let me stop you for a moment, okay? So I got the word from the Dockmaster that you cleansed the city, or people of your description with your names. God forbid they're more than you. But that's all good. You have that credit on your shoulders, and the vault, I will let that slide by, but do you have evidence for Camir?
See, that's the problem. He blew himself up.
Right, but usually people have nodes.
Oh, we have some stuff of him.
I still have all my scars? I do, right?
Yes.
I look incredibly damaged. I sort of roll up my sleeves and just show the massive scars of necromantic wounding running
Oh.
down both my arms and say, Camir did this to me.
Oh, you poor
With-
thing.
With the most vile of magics and foul of works. The
Oh.
scars is my very life.
You wizard, new hire. Can you check if any traces of necromantic energy at least? We can never confirm if it is Camir. You know what? Better
I
idea.
pull out the ring of that Camille had on him. Show it to him.
Well, that's. Huh.
You recognize this one?
I don't, but my cleric can help. First of all, I think I have an easier solution to this whole is it right, is it wrong, true, false thing. Cleric, I need you to see if they're telling the truth. The cleric walks up. No, wait. I'll do it myself. I need to know if they're lying or not. Allow me to cast a spell. It is not harmful. Just please allow it to take effect or try not to resist. Granted, it'd probably be hard anyway. Anyway, he waves his hands. A zone around you expands, encapsulating all of you. If you want to, you can make a charisma saving throw. And if not, you can willingly let it fail.
I willingly let
Beer
it
lets
fail.
it fail.
Okay. He casts Zone of Truth on you, and in this moment, any question must be answered truthfully. Or you can choose not to give sound. Or if you're extremely good gaslighters, you can also do that. But no lying.
No. Emma has only gaslighted her own character into believing these things.
Thank you for not resisting. I appreciate that. Okay, Paluna, please repeat the story one more time.
I woke up, from what I can tell or assume is the vault, rescued by these fine two people.
That
At
checks
this
out.
point, we traversed throughout the vault, made our escape to the surface of the city, at which we engaged by the various landmarks of the ruined city, whatever trials came for us. One of said trials was Camille, in a laboratory. Human experiment. He struck, and attacked. He threw great workings of evil magic. He left these scars upon me as he with his final breath blew himself up. My own life was sundered for a moment, rescued by the fine Valentina, after which we went out, surmounted more trials of the city, and eventually, through acts of, I would say, verbal conquest and sparring, made the masked man decide to cleanse the city. That should do it.
He sits there pondering the words, seemingly hoping for something to tell him that it is a lie.
I understand you are distressed at the masked man being out there. We also tried to rescue as many trapped people from the city as possible. I believe we got 200 or so of the trapped released from the depths.
Huh. That's... Oh, and he looks towards you, Beer. The ring, you claim that to be Camille's. That would serve as great evidence.
Yeah.
Can I have it?
What do you mean have it?
Can I use this to present this as evidence before the king? The king will trust my word, and I will grant you
I
an
mean,
audience.
what do I get in return?
I think, Beer, this is one of those things where we don't ask for something in return now. We'll get it later,
Well,
right?
I'll
And
decide it for
I look
myself.
at Lord Edmund.
Absolutely. Paluna is... How disturbing all of this might be. Right. You have done a great service, but also started things, put things in motion that may be beyond what you're currently capable of dealing. And the king needs
Well, you
evidence.
didn't think we could do any of the things we already did, so who are you to tell us what we're capable or not?
Pride is such a horrible thing.
Says you.
Exactly. Says I.
Well, I still would like something in return for all of this, if I were to give this to you.
I need everybody to leave except these three and my scribe, because this is a good story and he needs to keep writing regardless of what he gets to know from it. Right, everybody, leave. And everybody withdraws, even his own troop hesitantly picking up their items, looking strangely toward Edmund, but he doesn't give a glance back at them. The doors are closed. It's now just you three, Edmund and his scribe, sitting next to him. I can't promise you much. The passage that Poluna requested as royal couriers may prove difficult, as being a representative of the king is something that I can barely achieve myself. I can help you establish a store or a home that you can have somewhat easy access to, either within my own walls or within the city walls. I can't promise you a reward till I know the king's reaction to this news that you have brought to him. But I need the ring as evidence, as the ring can prove so much more than just being a ring. And what I can do as a favor is to introduce you to what might be a bit beyond your reach at the moment, but it can prepare you for what is might to come in the future.
Introduce us to who?
Introduce you to certain events that may come in the future.
I don't know about this.
I think maybe having a home would be a good idea. Then we can stop looking for all these horrible
I
inns.
have a home.
A temporary home.
It's not here.
I know, Beer, but instead of
Well-
staying at all these inns, it'd be nice to have
Until-
something.
Beer, until you... I assume you want to get back to the Feywilds, right?
Yeah, of course. So all of these rewards don't mean nothing to me.
Exactly.
I need something that helps me now. Not
And
in
a
a
home
year.
will do, a home
No,
will
it
do that
won't.
far more than any of the other rewards.
I'll just sleep outside. It's fine.
No. Think about it like this. It'll be a place for us to get ready. I think your journey to the Feywilds will not be a simple one. So,
Well, it will be if I get like 20,000 gold pieces. That lady at the library will just teleport me back. So I'll take that.
I have a strange feeling that it won't be so simple.
Oh, you don't even know her.
Well, to be fair, neither do you, Beer.
Wait, which side are you on?
Beer, if I may interrupt, you looking to get back to the Feywild?
Yeah.
I believe you have heard about ley line overlaps.
Of
Right.
course. Of course.
He pretends like he's super smart. And he heard about it.
Wait, we're under a zone of truth.
Well, he has heard about it.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
He's just saying it with an attitude.
Not a lie. That he knows about it.
It is a bit far away, but I know of a location where Fey line overlaps are quite frequent.
Okay.
If you hand me the ring after this is concluded, I can personally have you teleported to that general direction. If the Fae is what you wish to go for, granted all the events that are currently about to happen in the world, perhaps that is the safer place for a while.
What do you mean with that? You say like the world is about to end or something, but we
Well,
just like saved the city. Like, I don't know what you're so worried about.
By saving the city, we took the thing that, well, broke the city
Oh,
and put it out of its home. That man is going to make a new home somewhere. It's going to
see-
change things.
you see Edmund turn toward his scribe and cast a spell, and you hear him mutter, "After what you have heard, you will forget everything afterwards." So. The Pilferer. The Avatar of Mask. is one of many avatars currently roaming this land for what it has within it. A king is an avatar. Many avatars reside. There is but one exception, a rule laid upon each one of them. They can't leave their castles. Any kind of involvement from avatars would ensue wrath. The problem is, people like the Pilferer doesn't originate from this continent, so he can roam freely, and there are others like him. And they are trying. Oh, they are trying. Desperately.
Trying to do what?
To he's looking around the room.
You want this ring or not?
I assume he's trying desperately to do what all men with power want. Get more.
Every force Hannah has an opposite reaction.
That's... No, I mean, if I push a crate, the crate doesn't push me. That's not how things work. The crate
Oh.
moves, I don't.
The crate moves because it's lighter than you. But if something is of equal power, balance, weight, force, if neither of them move and the power continues to collide, something is bound to collapse.
Can you like stop speaking in riddles and just say what you want to say?
It's
Get
not a
a
small
kinda-
subject.
There's no one even here. Just speak up, like. Jesus
Everything
Christ.
is listening when you're talking about the greater plans. The reason why there are ley line overlaps is not because there are plenty. It is because this entire continent is one ley line, curving from the core of the world, bending to the surface. And from what I could understand from the king, he wasn't quite specific in how. But the avatars are somewhat fighting over who has the honor, was the word he used? To control the ley line and allow for their gods to consume it.
Consume it?
Repeat that last sentence. What the fuck did you just say?
To
So you're
fight-
saying that they want to eat the continent?
Yes, and apparently there is a few continents that prove evidence of this happening before. Granted, they are no longer continents, they are known as the Shattered Isles and the Maelstrom.
Is someone gonna eat the Feywild?
Would I know of the Maelstrom? It sounds like a sailor thing.
Make a history check.
Can I use any of my sailoring proficiencies?
What sailing proficiencies do you have?
What proficiency is that?
Silence. I have
Sa- sa-
navigator's tools, water vehicles. I'm starting to see that I might be running into a bit of a problem here.
You can definitely roll a history check.
Oh, I need to reduce my int. I don't have the crown on right now. Oh, that just...
14.
That,
I mean,
it's-
You have
not
heard
bad.
of maelstroms before, but something that would compare to the size of a continent? No.
Fair enough.
So, I am quite frankly, not powerful enough, not influential enough to know exactly the plans of these beings.
Hold on. You're saying that the king is an avatar? Is he also trying to have the continent consumed for his god?
See, that's where I've been struggling as well, and apparently the only way for one to reach that level of understanding of the world is to become an avatar yourself. And that's something you can only do by consuming artifacts to a great enough degree.
Oh.
Wait, so am I an avatar now?
Oh, you have you
Definitely
been,
not.
you don't quite impose me in the same way that the king does. You'll know once you stand in his presence.
Maybe you could introduce us to the king.
That was
Maybe
definitely.
Maybe we'll have a talk with him.
Wait, hold on. Why are you working for the king if this is his plan?
See, the king apparently. Right, you did the job for me to get the artifact from the Wizards Guild, correct? Well, the two of you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
I had
Wait,
already
that was for
paid.
you?
I had already paid for that artifact, actually. So it was bound to go to me another way. But you see, apparently all the avatars put up challenges in some way to help inspire and encourage adventurers to seek glory and fame and grow stronger. And they do that by putting out small trials, like here and there. And you'd never consider why getting into the Wizards Guild was so easy to begin with?
No.
Well, that
need
makes sense,
someone-
I guess.
You need someone who's been book smart in your party, don't you?
I am plenty book smart, okay?
I just look around and go like, we've taken a lot of things by face value so far, and it seems that a lot of the face value has the another side of the coin right now.
Yes, that would be one way to put it. So, challenges, the Adventurers Guild prove as the baseline. Challenge, put up thing. Go do, get strong, find items to enhance your strength and capabilities, yada yada. But what we're really hoping, what the Avatar, at least the King, I guess also the Pilfer, I don't know. The plans, their heads are so out of my reach. They hope to find people who can become strong enough to become avatars, but who are not restricted by being in the castles. And
Oh, I
but
see.
the problem is there are always competing parties from other avatars, other gods. I don't know how far this expands, but so no one's quite reaching the pinnacle where they can take it upon themselves to fulfill the duties that seems to have yet to be fulfilled.
And you say the king cannot leave his castle?
No, because what? Okay, so put it this way: Beer has a sandcastle. You have a sandcastle.
I do.
You can defend the sandcastle as long as you're standing with your hands around it. But what if you were to lash out to a third sandcastle and can no longer hold your hands around your own sandcastle?
What?
Then it would be easy for anyone else to destroy your sandcastle while you're
What are you even talking about? I don't have a sandcastle.
I think I understand it. Beer.
Paluna, help me here.
Think about it like this, Beer. You're playing a bar game. It's very simple. It's about alcohol, beer. You and your opponent both each have a tankard of beer.
I drink
And
my
the
first.
question is, no. But the question is, you need to spill your opponent's beer, right? You need to get it out of the cup. Drink it first. Do whatever. But whoever still has beer left before the other one loses. So how do you stop them from pouring out your beer?
I drink it.
Paluna just puts his face in his hands like, oh my god.
Oh, thank God, that's just me. I thought mine was simple. Oh,
You guys are weird. Like,
To put it beer. the kings can't go because the second they do, someone else will take down their kingdom.
Okay.
Oh,
Why didn't you just say that?
yeah. Made it so
Thought
much
mine
more
would be
obvious.
Imagine you have the power of almost a god, and able to. You've seen Darkmoon. You saw what it became. Someone can do that to Eastwatch if the king leaves Eastwatch to deal with Darkmoon.
I see.
Oh well, he no longer has to. Now he just has to look out for where the Pilferer goes next.
Yeah, but we'll deal with him then. No,
Oh.
it's fine. It's fine.
I'm sure you bested the Pilferer in your most capable way, and he lay down on the ground bleeding. Or did he by any chance just see this
Pretty
as
much.
an opportunity to find a new playground?
Oh,
I
he
know.
definitely saw this as a new opportunity to find a new playground.
I'm still a little worried about this whole gods consuming the entire continent
Yeah,
thing.
that's
If
more.
that happens, we're all in trouble, whether whose god it is.
Exactly.
Even if it's the
Wait.
king's god.
Yeah.
But the king seems righteous. Surely his god would
Are
not
you
just.
sure?
You would be gone on all the same, and so would the rest of us.
Which
I-
avatar is he even? Like which god?
Well, the god of justice, sort of. Torm.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, that sounds hollow.
It's not the worst.
No, but if he truly is this almost divinely powerful man, invested with the power of a god of justice, what is going on with the nobles? From what I've heard, that a vast majority of the minor ones, especially compared to this... the name slips me right now. What did you call him?
Lord Edmund Swan?
No, not him, the guy we
Kamir.
killed.
Kamir.
Yeah, Kamir. Yeah, especially this
Right.
Kamir guy committing what can only be described as incredible atrocities.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let me stop you first. So, remember how I talked about adventures needing challenge and motivation?
Wait,
But
those are
surely
the
a god
challenges
of-
and motivation?
Even
Surely a god
in
of justice
sick-
would not
What sick
allow
kind
for
of god?
such...
Yeah.
how can you know what injustice looks like if you've only seen justice?
How can you know when you haven't seen any injustice?
Wait, that
Oh, I
actually
see.
made kind of sense, what he just said.
You need to see both sides of the coin to know which one you would like to diverge to what
I mean,
side you want to belong
I wasn't
to.
with you at all, but that made sense. I see what you're saying.
The king
How
has
can you be
allowed the
happy
nobles
if
to
all
play
you know,
around
like-
with all
the-
these innocent people, using them
the-
for whatever disgusting thing they please.
Yes, but if the king took care of everything himself, then how would you allow to grow in
So
any
what
way?
you're saying is we've just been playing his game.
Yep,
You
that is what he's
haven't made
saying.
a choice to.
he's laid out the
He's not the king
pieces, and we're
directly,
just
but he's
playing right into
allowing-
his hand. So he
he's
can
al-
grow for his god, and then the god can consume us, all of us, and the entire
Yeah,
continent.
fuck your king.
I don't think the king asked you to come to Eastwatch. You came there because you either sought opportunity or. And has the king or has the circumstances not given you opportunity to flourish and seek out?
What does it matter if his god is just going to consume the continent?
Yeah,
See, that's what I don't know. But at least he's one of
See,
the.
you don't know,
Well,
and
yeah.
you're still playing his part.
Because he still seems to be one of the good ones, I think.
I
And-
think we should find that out for ourselves. How about we all go to Eastwatch and we present the ring and we'll be there alongside you.
Okay, but I need you guys to promise me not to try and, attack the king. Because.
Well, if he's an avatar of a god, then we probably can't get
Is
far.
is the zone of truth still active? How long does that last?
I believe it's 10 minutes. So at this point, it would be like at the end, or, roll a d20. If it is 10 or above, it just ended.
Okay, hasn't ended, I guess.
Yeah. There's like a 1 minute left on it. So,
I can't make any promises on that.
No, Beer, we have to be smart about this. If you We're
Well,
not.
he
No,
says-
he's right.
he
He can't
says
make
he
any
promised.
promises.
He says promise. I say I can't. I'm sorry. I have to speak the truth. I'll try
Even
not to.
so-
Okay, I'll try not to.
If you want to go against not just the gods, but the very system that feeds them mountains of bodies at the cost of innocence, we're gonna have to be smart about it.
Okay, so
Of course,
um,
but
Or at least we're gonna have to be different.
let me put it
I'm
this
not
way.
here sitting and playing these fucking games that these gods have decided for us. Fuck that shit.
Excuse me? Hi.
What?
So, last time any god got close to succeeding in this was about, back when the elemental cataclysm happened. Something
Go
or
on.
someone intervened. So there are clearly people out here trying to intervene and stop this from happening. And if I have to put my faith in anyone, it is most likely our king or some of his allies. Like she who watches of Northwatch Citadel.
He who watches.
She. Please. Gender is very important to her.
Yeah, it's a she.
Oh, my bad.
Who's that?
The avatar of the Raven Queen.
Avatar of the Raven Queen.
She can. Well, I think you might have stumbled upon one of her things for our dear king. The basin back in the Wizards Guild.
I remember that.
That allows you to peer a certain distance. That was made by her.
Ah,
It helps keeping an eye out for what I would very much not like to know. But something intervened back during the elemental cataclysm, and if I had to put my faith in anyone, it would be either of those two.
I see.
I think the risk is too great to put your faith truly in any avatar. To me, it seems pretty simple. They sacrificed the innocent and those who have done nothing except live in the name of a greater game. People might not choose to be wanting to be chess pieces, but the players moving them could still choose not to sacrifice them so often. Making challenges just to get stronger people at the cost of the lowly man? I can't say I condone it, but at the same time, it's the reality I live in.
I don't think we have a matter to say. I don't think we have any influence. We can only choose to ignore it, or do our best to hope that we fight for the right side. But me personally, I lack severe power and influence to know exactly what is going on.
Yes, I've noticed you like to ignore the suffering of others.
Yes, I have chosen to ignore.
And you think
Most
that's
part.
for the greater good?
I think that's for the greater good of me.
How very noble.
Can't blame a man for being honest about it. If you're gonna live for someone, at least live for yourself first.
Baluna, would you like to join my crew? You seem to understand my way of living. And frankly, many of my crew members are very like-minded, granted they do not know the greater scheme of things.
We already got Paluna in our crew, actually.
Yeah, he's
Did you
ours.
buy this guy as well?
No?
I volunteered, and I think I'll
Oh.
stay with them. I think,
Ah,
call it a hunch. If I stick with these guys, something's gonna happen. Because it takes a certain kind of ignorance that all of us really have to go in and change things beyond your understanding. Sometimes it's not about doing the right thing. Sometimes it's about doing.
The thing.
The worst choice you can ever make in a lot of situations is nothing at all. Let things stay stagnant. If the world isn't changing, if you don't give it the opportunity, how are you ever going to make it a better place? And I think we're just the troop of idiots to push things over in a way that makes things able to change. So I have a request for you. We're gonna end up, I think, somehow making a mess somewhere. But in every mess, in every disaster, there's the potential for change and opportunity. Darkmund is changing. Don't be afraid. Capitalize. Get your head out of your fears and realize you can do a positive difference. Because finally, there's room for change. If everybody just defends their own castle, nothing ever happens. But now,
So-
things are moving.
So you should just, from what I could understand for all that fine speech, that I lay claim to Darkmont once again and just rebuild it?
You?
Not
I mean-
like claim,
No.
per se, but think about how you can make an opportunity.
Well,
Trade
technically,
routes.
it
Wealth
is
of
my
people,
lineage
roads to
who owned
broken
it.
nation. There's at least one dragon there.
Excuse me?
Exactly. At least one. I
Wait,
would not recommend it.
Hold.
They told you the story was juicy. You haven't gotten it yet.
No, but is a dragon like
He's a
Good or
fun
bad?
fun little guy.
he?
He's a friend.
Yeah, he's nice.
He just come down from everything, and now he's like riled back up again.
But I wouldn't cross him. You know, he's a
Thought
big
you
dragon.
were underestimating us.
So okay,
We made friends with a dragon.
my lineage rightfully owns Darkmont, what was previously known as Eastwatch Garrison, and this is technically new Eastwatch Garrison that my lineage continues to. So I have the rights to. But okay, so I have a deed somewhere in my coffers, in my treasury.
But you don't live there. You don't have guards. You don't have anything. You haven't done
You
anything to
straight up
rebuild it.
abandoned it because you're scared.
What? How about
No, he,
no?
you
Let me finish.
yeah.
Let me finish. What if you lived there?
Darkmont? It's a horrible
Indeed.
place.
But
Well-
you can rebuild.
Are you gonna give us the deed?
If you follow me to the king's castle and present your story the way you have done to me, with the evidence of the ring, I can give you the deed, and you may do with the deed what you want. I don't expect it for you guys to make a profit off of Darkmont, but you can make the rules, you can decide who governs when you're not in presence, and if, well, for some, I don't know how long you blue people live, but you two are clearly elves, and you will definitely make profit in a few hundred years.
Interesting. Owning a
Cares about
city.
Personally, I prefer seeing the world much more. The reason I became a courier was to get around. But it might be a worthwhile trade.
Yes.
That'll also clear up a bunch of unanswered and unnecessary political turmoil down the line to have the deed cleared up.
I don't know, but this guy's a shop, a city, like
Well,
we should
could-
be out there, you know, like helping people, saving the world.
We should be
not
moving.
running a city or a fucking shop. Like,
But there's opportunity. Sometimes you run into obstacles because you're just yourself in the world. You don't have the resources, the tools, the cohesion needed to make things change.
Beer.
how about we get like a letter from the king that says like, these people are allowed to do whatever they want, something like that, you know, like that. That
Beer,
could
beer.
be really useful. Well,
How do you
yeah.
like the sound of this? You like beer, I assume, from your name.
Yeah.
You know what a brewery is?
No.
It's a place that makes beer.
Wait, you can make beer?
Now imagine Beer's Brewery. You have your own brand of beer that sells from Darkmont, and exports it to the world while you're out adventuring. And whenever you come home, let alone 20,000 gold to get to the Feywild or whatever, you could buy that multiple times over and go back and forth whenever you like.
Wait,
That's
are you
what
telling the
mean.
truth? Inside check.
Absolutely.
Make an inside check.
Now we're talking. 7.
You fully believe him.
Okay.
And you know,
I see what you're talking about now.
Peluna, you said something about being a sailor. Akuria, you could have your own. Well, you know, Darkman, what they dealt in the past, trading business of slightly less than flavorable circumstance. But what if you could change that on your own whim, decide what the harbor ships out? Because
Get
you
his
are
own ship.
guess its own ship, navy. You mentioned it.
Whoa.
That's the problem. I'd have to administrate all that. I prefer going
Well,
out there, seeing
you
the
could-
world.
You could delegate things, like it's just your name, Peluna's Gate Crasher. Gate. What your name again?
Gate cross.
Gate Cross Shipments. Gate
The whole
Cross Courier.
point.
What?
The whole point. The reason I became a courier was so I could get delegated things, see things, and have a reason to keep moving.
Well, you don't have to stay in Darkman. You just own. You guys don't see the whole money making thing.
No, I
Like
see
you-
it. I kind of want it. I'll take the
like-
city.
You know, I live in this garrison, but you know, I'm not here most of the time because I'm doing duties for the king or sending my
I
troops.
think he might be onto something. So we get the city plus a brewery. Right?
Well, we'd have to
You-
establish the brewery.
Wait, I have to do the work?
No. You have the whoever decides to live in your city can build in your city for you.
Hmm.
It might take a few years, but
Oh, no, I don't have that time.
it. Oh God. Do you want to
Bear
do
has
them?
no. It's like a little child, you know. Like long-term rewards are not a thing. It's like
So okay. Well, you know what? Let's give it some thought. We'll talk about the deep. We'll talk about whatever rewards.
I'm sure we will think of something that will fit.
Yes.
I
He's
think we
looking
can
over at his
agree on
scribe.
that we're giving you the ring and we'll present it to your king together. Right?
Good. Okay. He's looking over at his scribe, and his scribe is just like hanging low with his jaw after hearing all this. Snaps his fingers. So, wait. In the storytelling. Scribe, quiet. We are getting to the good part now. We are talking about me and my troop and these fine adventures heading to the king's castle in Eastwatch. And we'll be narrating and telling the king about our heroic deeds. I was there, definitely. Right? We agreed on that. I get the rights to the story.
We haven't agreed on a reward yet.
We'll give those
help.
money
It'll,
details.
it'll help us. It'll help us. Trust me. I think
Yeah, you were a real big part of it.
Yes.
it's a fantastic collaboration.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, now that I think of it, you did most of the work, didn't you?
Yes. How would that work?
We
in
were just
storytelling?
standing there watching you do it.
No, that would kind of dequalify you as being any kind of.
Oh, I thought
Let,
I
let-
would.
you know,
I'd be up to you.
let's work our, telling of the story while we get to the king. Iron out the kinks. There's always a little bit of spotty memory when you've had heavy action. You know what happens. Sometimes you forget. You weren't really sure. Look, all I'm saying is we all did pretty big parts. Some ended up being noticed by others. Some didn't. Take credit as it's due, and then we'll leave it at that.
I like that.
Alright.
Now, the question is, do you want to travel? No, we should travel together, but we could sail along the lake. but that would take awful lot of time to do so, and you'll miss out on the. Well, you would get the opportunity to find things on the way because that's how adventuring works. Or I could just have my scribe do the, and we are in Eastwatch in like a matter of seconds. Which method do you prefer?
I look to the other two. I kind of want to go on a ship. I'm not going to lie, but let's expedite things.
We could just teleport there. That would be amazing. Huh?
Yeah.
Is that a
Valentina, what do you say?
Yeah, if we can get there immediately, why not?
I would really like to see Little Bear as well, so let's do that.
Oh, there will be plenty of little beers on the way. Don't
I
worry.
mean, Small Bear. His name is Small Bear.
Oh, his
It's a
name is.
person.
Oh,
Yeah, his little
I was
guy
confused
from
too at the
Feywild.
beginning.
Don't worry
That-
about it. You'll meet him. I'll introduce you.
That makes sense.
He's fun.
Wait, is he blue like you?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I saw him at the Thieves Guild, yeah. When I
Yeah,
came to
that's
pick up
him.
the. Oh,
How was he doing?
I mean,
See?
I am kind of considering recruiting someone. So not something.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare
He
recruit
seems to
him.
be very nimble with his fingers for someone of his size. I'm quite impressed.
I don't want him to get involved in all of this. You leave him out of it.
But you left him at a Thieves Guild.
Better than
Well, yeah,
Noble.
he was safe there.
I'm. Beer? You left him in a place of uncouth criminal, loose fingers lightfoots, and various other kinds of miscreants.
Trust
He's
me,
going to get up
Paluna.
to something of no good.
Don't you judge me about what I did.
They're better
You don't
than the
even know the
nobles
situation.
where he came from.
Oh no, I don't
Exactly.
doubt that. I used to work with them. I'm just being honest. When you're in the Thieves Guild, you're not there for just trundling around. You're there to do something.
Well, it was the only place that was safe at that point, so there wasn't really any other place we could leave him. And we had an understanding with the Thieves Guild master, so
Oh, we're gonna get along famously. I love you guys. Understanding with the Thieves Guild master? Finally, someone who catches my drift.
Yeah, I understand. I had to hide at a brothel once to hide from someone. Oh
See?
yeah, I guess it.
you
kinda-
understand.
Yeah, hiding at terrible places just to save yourself. I get it. I get it.
Oh, you were just hiding there.
Ah, yes. I don't judge that sort of thing.
Alright, anyway,
So,
shall we go?
we're leaving now. You don't need a rest or anything before we go.
I mean,
Do you
I don't
It's been
know.
honestly kind of peaceful getting here, so
Oh,
I'm ready to keep moving.
I guess my adventurers have done quite the job, making sure my home is free of nasties.
What do you call that whole bit of like land out there where, how do I put it? The weather was aggressively confused.
Huh?
Maybe we should get
Oh,
into
never
that
mind.
later.
It's summer. The
that's
weather
not
is-
really
Yeah,
important
that's what
to the
we
story.
thought. It's a fun story though.
Is it a story worth getting my name on it?
I
Eh.
don't. Actually, I think it's one of those stories where if you get your name on it, the local, I want to say town barbarian, might take issue with it and come after you.
Yeah. I mean, they're barbarians. My adventurers can get rid of them if they come too close.
I. This
Um,
guy didn't strike me as the. Never mind.
Anyway, yes, Scribe, could you fetch my troop? I believe we're leaving right about now. Anyway, eat up what you want to eat. Rest is gonna go to the people out in the streets. I can't let good food go to waste. The people love me here. So, do you have any? Do you need to resupply? You're always welcome to support my markets before we get to Eastwatch. Otherwise, you can.
Maybe we. How about we leave in like an hour or something. You know, we'll do a little shopping and then we'll come back here.
Scribe, an hour. That's when the sun has passed about that much in the sun, I think. And we'll meet in front of the hall. How does that sound?
We'll meet you back here. Sure.
Back here. I'm gonna go and mingle with the people, as they say. I have so many stories to tell. So many rumors I have to spread. I mean, positive influences bring people to my.
Yeah, don't forget to mention our names as well. You know.
Right. Do you guys have a collaborative name for your troupe? So I don't have to refer to each one of you as Blue Guy and Elven Boy and Elven Girl.
Do we?
The Warrior Ensemble.
The what?
Right? Damn it.
We'll think about it and get back to you.
It is a thing that requires much discussion. You can't just have a name.
Right. My troupe is called the Royal Blue. So, if you ever hear that name out in the world.
We could do something with blue as well.
I was about to say, beer does it better.
How about we do the Blue Man Group?
I feel like we're. I just look down, go I feel like big part of us really don't get the color scheme right.
Yeah, but there's a blue man in our group. Huh?
Oh, the Blue Man and his group. I get it. That's a good
No,
one.
that's not our name.
That's what inspired my name of my troupe. The
well,
Royal Blue. My code.
Then we
is-
made you guys blue,
No.
and then we'll be like Blue Man.
Oh,
Maybe
I mean,
we'll put on some entertainment acts, very sort of esoteric, modern-esque. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll do like some drumming and on some weird instruments and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely pipes. You know?
That's
Yeah.
just like my group.
What?
We play instruments. Are you stealing my thing, Beer? Be honest with
Maybe.
me. Do you want
Maybe.
to get Zone of Truth again? I will get it out of you.
Okay, we'll think of something else.
Okay.
Before we go, I was thinking more about this reward, and I think we should accept this deed, but all to Darkmund, but also, you know the noble Newt Newman?
Oh yeah, we still need to kill that guy.
No, we're not killing anyone.
Kill?
No.
Another noble?
No! Let me finish
How-
speaking.
Wait, hold on. How many nobles have you killed of Eastward?
Nobody.
You do not want to answer. You do not want an answer to that question.
Like
Pulu just
four.
put-
Beer! Flour!
Oh,
We have not
I
done
think
that.
so.
No. Beer!
oh my god.
Beer, look at me.
Pale.
Remember what we talked about? Stay
You still
silent.
think there's a zone of truth. It's just like,
Oh, I can't defend this before the king. The entire hall is a zone of truth. Ah.
It'll be fine.
He is
I'm sure he-
joking.
I'm
You
sure he
can't
will
take
see.
him seriously. Beer, please be quiet. Anyway, what I was going to say is that we would like the deed to Darkmund as well as the noble Newt Newman. We would like to have him investigated and prosecuted to the full extent of the law
Oh,
for his dealings with Camille. And you should just investigate him and his little vineyard. See what you
I
find.
mean, it wouldn't be
No.
a stretch to say, Valentina, based on what you told me, that he's been actively dealing with a traitor to human lives, and vile madman who has done their best to ruin the lives of as many other people, and we should definitely get rid of him. It would be the only just thing to do. Therefore, a prosecution should not wait and get to work.
I can prosecute him. I'm sorry.
Hi.
I'll shut up.
So, Newt Newman, I believe he's the guy who owns the harbor at the moment after Guilford Garmin passed. And, wait a minute.
What?
Guilford Garmin.
Mhm.
Did you,
I thought you
No, of
already
course
knew.
not.
Valentina, make a deception check.
Pierre needs to shut the fuck up. Like, have we killed this guy? Have we killed that guy?
Just, you guys are like a walking disaster.
Oh God! I
To
mean,
be
it's
fair,
really-
I haven't been there for this part. I've only picked it up on context. But
Okay, Paluna, perhaps you should enter the hall alone with me and leave
No.
Valentina.
No. Listen to me. Of course, we did not kill Guilford Garment. The people responsible were already captured and hung for their crimes. So, of course, it wasn't us. Are you not paying attention to the current times?
He's looking up and down at you. You do know I am in communication with the Thieves Guild, right?
We did not know that.
I literally bought the artifact from the Thieves Guild.
look,
Okay,
We
so
don't-
you
we
have
just
your
got-
secrets and we have our secrets. How about it stays that way?
It's
so
not
I have an
no-
idea.
no,
I
no,
have an
secret, is
idea,
it?
guys. I have an idea. I think what we're going to do is that when we get to the king, or at least what's the castle called nowadays?
Eastwatch Citadel?
Eastwatch Citadel. You never know how much can change in 30 years. But when we get to Eastwatch Citadel, why don't you two, pointing at Beer and Valentina, go and catch up with Small Beer, grab a drink, and you'll let me handle talking
No.
with the royal audience.
No.
No, I want to see the king.
Yeah, me too.
Why do you want to see the king?
Well, he's got some answers to tell. I got
You
some
are-
questions.
You would be walking into what is effectively an avatar of a god's home domain.
Exactly.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yes. And if you somehow pissed him off in front of everybody and he's trying to maintain an image, there's going to be 2 blood spots on the floor where you stood, and I'm going to lose the 2 people I want to travel with.
We're not gonna do anything crazy.
Yeah, we're doing exactly what he wants us to do.
We just
Get
want
stronger,
to listen
you know?
and
We're
see what
doing
he has
his
to say.
challenges.
Does the king do these things with a large audience?
Oh,
Mr.
God, no. He hates people.
Clearly.
Perfect. It'll be fine, Paulina. Don't worry. We can handle ourselves.
Yeah.
Luna just makes the holy symbol of his gods and at least it'll be interesting.
As you're doing the holy symbol, Edmund looks at you. Huh. Have you been to Volkeen's Rest by any chance?
No? No.
Fuck you.
No.
Oh, that is a trader's emporium, right, connected to Tyr Sanctum. They worship the god Timora, but I think those two may have something in common. If you are to seek a deeper establishment with your god, perhaps that is.
I respect Timora for what she stands for the suggestions of life, but recent revelations has led me to the conclusion that respect and demon ties are not the same things. It's the same way I respect a sword for being able to cut things.
But if you grab the
I
blade,
will-
it will cut you too. Yes.
I will
Understood.
have to reevaluate. There's been a lot of revelations in my life over the last couple of weeks. I hope you understand.
I understand. Can't say I respect the decision, but I wish you the best of luck. And it was only a mere guidance, so to say. People who walk down the path that I have, and you may too in the future, we seek a deeper connection with the gods that we worship. The avatars that exist refuse to give us direct answers, and the only thing we know is get more artifacts, get stronger, strengthen your bond with your god, and maybe one day we'll get all the truth. But I've been trying for so long, as long as a human can.
Speaking of artifacts,
Right.
do you know how to do anything with them?
In
Doom them?
Yes. Once you have reached a certain point, you kind of learn the thing. You got to feel it in your body a few times, and then you kind
Could
of
you
get the.
do it to me?
Excuse me.
Yeah, could you like
Oh,
do it to me?
you know what? Give me the ring now, and I'll. Do you have an artifact on you? I mean, if you want one of mine, it's gonna cost you a bit.
I know, I got one.
You got one.
Yeah.
Wait,
Valentina had
hold
one as well.
on.
She wanted to do the same thing.
What did you say about needing to feel it in your body a few times?
Oh, I mean, the first time when you consume an artifact, the power is so overwhelming and almost freeing
yeah.
once it settles. And
That's true.
but at that time you don't pay attention to how it actually feels. The second time, the excitement is just as big, but you start to get a feeling for it, and suddenly you get to. It becomes like second nature. Like you can almost grasp it and pull it into yourself in some way. It is a
Alright.
beautiful thing. Granted, I have learned from experience that there has to be some kind of synergy between the two. Otherwise, there's a backlash, and you don't want to go through that. Trust me, I almost perished
What?
at that moment.
So- What you're saying is you become addicted?
I mean, most people get addicted to power, my young friend.
Yeah,
Well,
but
she-
like this sounds a lot more like, the paupers on the street who
Have you tried?
eaten too much shade moss.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He hasn't experienced it yet.
Oh,
You should really try it.
Luna at this point might actually just swear off the idea and be like, no, I'm going to try not to do this. Seems like a terrible idea.
So you guys are saying you're carrying artifacts on you right now, fresh out of Darkmond.
Yep. I'll pull
I
out
have
the
to see
ring
these.
and the acorn. What do you say? I'll trade you the ring if you put the
Oh.
artifact into me. Plus the other rewards that we spoke of.
Deal. Easy. He snaps his fingers. And you've seen the spell being done before at the Adventures Guild. Identify. Oh, that is definitely an artifact. I can't tell the specifics of it. It seems to have an elemental property. Ugh.
Yeah.
You enjoy the elemental properties. I myself am a divine worshipper. Oh, I can't believe what if. I tried consuming an elemental thing once, and the backlash. Oh, I couldn't walk for days.
Oh, I didn't have that problem at all.
Oh, so you have one in you right now? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you're certain about this?
I,
You know, if you decide not to, it's kind of wasted.
I know. I do want it.
You don't want it.
No, I do want it.
You do want it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it in me.
So okay, here.
Oh
200
yeah,
gold.
put it in me.
For 200 gold, I'm a businessman. I can let you in on a little secret.
Okay. I'll buy it.
Yes. This is gonna help you in the future to gain whatever your goal is. I'd recently learned, and it's only because I have achieved as much as I have, that you can not just take powers, you can grow ones that already exist within you.
Whoa.
So if
How
you
does that work?
you consume the artifact, and whatever power you decide to focus on in that moment grows and becomes stronger.
So if I focus on the power that I already have inside, that one becomes stronger?
It will become stronger, but you will forfeit the
The new one.
benefits. Yes.
Okay.
It basically merges the two aspects into one.
Okay, I see. But I wouldn't know what the new power will give me before I
No,
do
they are
right?
so unpredictable.
Mm.
I love it. It's kind of like gambling in some way. You never know what you're gonna get, and sometimes you may even forgo something incredible, but you benefited in other ways because you enhanced someone that was already incredible.
I see.
I
I
don't-
see.
The,
I'll
the,
give
the,
it a try. I'll give it a try.
the king himself. Oh, his glory and his. Oh, yes.
Is this guy magically enchanted or something? To just love the
This-
king? Did he get
this
hit with
guy
like
is-
charm person 12th level?
This guy is mega glazing the king.
So, what you do is up to you.
Oh,
But
I'm
you want
ready.
to-
I'm ready.
Oh. Okay.
I'll
I-
give it a try. I'll give your little trick a try.
Okay,
See what happens.
Paluna and Valentina, please stand back a bit. I am not quite as graceful as others might have been. I've seen the Dockmaster at work. Magnificent. He must be
Yeah, that's why
quite...
he did my first one.
He did your first one. Oh, that's such an honor.
I step
Really?
back, but I want to try to pay attention to how he does this.
I just look at this whole like. We said like an hour from now. Why
Oh,
don't you
this won't
guys
take
write
more than
me
a few
down?
seconds.
No, no, but
Don't
like-
worry.
But I can see where this conversation is going, so I'm just gonna go over and write myself a shopping list as I take out my notebook.
No worries.
It's turning kind of
Um,
erotic, you know.
He reaches out for the acorn, holds it in his hand, takes a few steps backwards. I'm not quite as gracious as the Dockmaster is, but here we go. He throws the acorn up into the air. With his flute, he swings it like a baseball bat, hits it, and you feel the same rush into your chest as it hits you right in the sternum. In this moment, do you embrace the new felt energy within you, or do you focus on the one that already
I'm
exists?
focusing on the one that's already there.
Okay. You connect to this.
Improve ball.
You connect to this primal energy within you that already exists. You recall the shard of the primal earth. And what was before just a small speck of energy, you feel it pulsating. And you feel it grow slightly. And I'll write to you what has improved.
Nice.
You hear Bear like let out like a soft moan, like
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
And while... How to probably explain this? As you feel it, you don't feel any sense of conflict within you. Like you've talked about that could happen.
Mhm.
While he mainly have referred to divine and elementals being
Yeah,
oppositions, you feel that these two elemental properties are quite in synergy with each other.
nice.
Oh, yeah, that really worked. Well done.
Ah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's always so fun, like watching this divine spark. Well, elemental energy surge into someone and know that they are feeling what you have felt before. God,
Why did you do it like that? Why did you hit it with your flute?
you kind of have to have a personal flair to it when it happens. And my most desirable possession is and he twirls in the air, my flute. It is one I've had since I was a child. And I feel like it's an extension of myself.
I see.
So,
Oh,
I have some. I I'm such in a good mood after this. Some objects contain more essence than others. And to let you in on a little secret, I am north of the 7 to 10 items consumed so far. It is so thrilling. I can't show you my powers. That would be rude of me to brag in front of you. But
But he means 7 out of 10.
oh, 7 to 10. 7 to 10 artifacts of various degrees of
I see,
influence. Yet I am so far from what the king has within him. I can only imagine. He's old. He's from the elemental cataclysm himself. Which is weird. He's a half orc, but he has lived for so long. The power within him. Does any of you require this service?
Mostly I would just want to learn how to do it.
Oh, I don't think you can learn how to do it before you have
Unless you-
experienced it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, the world is mysterious, and who would have thought that we would be intertwining with gods and elementals like this? Who knows?
Okay, I bring up my orb. I would like to consume this.
Yeah, let's go, Valentina.
Oh, that's... He waves his hands again and snaps his fingers, casting Divine Identify. Oh, a divine object. Huh. Oh. That's... I sense... unusual indie from it.
Unusual?
Yeah, but I mean, all divine objects, and you know, it's just when I haven't experienced something like this before, this kind of object before. You know, curiosity. How much can I buy it for? I mean, artifacts usually go from 40 to 60,000 gold. I think you've heard about that in Darkman before.
Wait, what? You see, like some regret of it.
No, I would like to consume it.
Well. I guess it would be awfully rude of me to take it from you, now that we have so much ahead of us.
That would be rude.
And have you used the object before? Are you aware of its capabilities?
No. No, wait, I have used the object. I mean, I haven't consumed the object before. I have used it, yes.
Yeah.
Oh. And you're sure you would like to depart with that effect?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
I'm sounding kind of unsure, but I'm sticking to it.
Bear in the background's like, do it.
All right. And he reached out his hand to grab onto the orb. Oh, I see. Oh, it's a very fun toy. You recognize that he learns about the object's abilities the moment he latches onto them the same way you have done. All right then. Damn beautiful object you have here. Anyway, stand back a bit. And here we go. Throws the orb into the air. The same motion, swings around with his entire body and hits the orb. As it flies towards you, it shrinks in size until it turns into a slight glowing mode and disappears into your body. You feel this rush and surge within you. Your blood is boiling. And you're waiting for that feeling to subside. But your body becomes hotter. Your blood begins to boil. Beer, in the same fashion that you witnessed Valentina at the Mage Tower, in the garden,
Uh-oh.
Valentina, you crumple, you lean forward, you turn even more pale, and you begin to vomit this black ooze
Oh
out of you.
God.
That's new.
That's not good.
Valentina, in this moment, you're dead.
What the fuck?
What the?
Oh, I get it.
What did you do?
I get it. Out of game, she's a vampire. She's an undead, and she's technically
Mhm.
divine.
Yep.
It's like casting healing on an undead creature.
Huh?
Valentina, in your mind, in your consciousness, you find yourself in a familiar dark space. You see a shrouded person on his knees, wrapped in chains, raising his head towards you. And so it has begun. And you fade to black. Is this?
What did you do?
Is
Fix it. Fix it.
I did.
I run over very quickly, and pull out a healing potion as fast as I can. I think it's my last healing potion.
It didn't work last time.
Oh, this has never happened before. Oh no!
What the fuck did you do?
I stop the healing potion into Valentina's mouth, just slam it down, make her drink it.
Valentina consumes the potion, and nothing happens. Scribe, get the cleric. Oh, I can't have this on my head. I mean, I've killed some people before, but not like this.
Can I think of what we did last time? I forgot in person, but maybe Bear remembers what happened in the.
Make an insight check.
I think we didn't do anything, but 7.
You don't recall doing anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't think we did anything.
The scribe runs out of the room. Comes back with the cleric.
Can I... No, I don't have medicine. I only have nature and survival. I'd probably at this point declare her dead and be like, she's gone. There's no pulse. There's no nothing.
This happened before. I think she just at some point she just came back, but
What do you mean this happened before? She
don't worry about it. I'll
vomited
tell you about. Well, not like that.
that and just fell over?
Yeah, pretty much. It's when she changed, you know.
God.
You know what? I'll have all these questions for later. So, what do we do now?
The scribe comes running back into the room, the
I
cleric in
think
tow.
we just wait and
Cleric, use whatever gem you have. Get this woman up again, please. Oh, this is awfully. Oh, and that black sticky. Oh, and he holds the scarf up to his nose. Oh, the cleric begins chanting. Valentina's body is enlightened in a translucent, glowy hue, and the spell fades. I'm sorry, my lord. She appears to have been dead for longer than 7 days.
Is this cleric named Phillips?
what do you mean long? She just died. What the fuck?
I only know what the spell tells me.
What was that?
And what is that?
I ask Swan.
I don't know what happened.
You identified it. What was it?
It was a sphere that could consume the host's blood to grant them power back. It seemed it would harm you, but it seemed harmless. I've seen much worse.
Was it? Well, it was divine, you said, right?
Yes.
Is there any way that someone could not like consume a divine artifact? Like
there are. I mean, there are even gods of death. I don't see why.
would there be any creatures that could not consume that?
Not that I am aware of, no. I've even seen goblins run around with divine power in them. So I would highly doubt that an elven girl like her would be... in this moment, you all hear the reverberate throughout the room. Valentina, you come back to consciousness.
Oh,
And for the first time in a long time, you feel a heartbeat.
Oh my god.
You're now considered a vampire again.
Yes, I'm cured.
And on top of that, this is what you have gained.
You are now a daywalker.
But you already was.
Oh, I forgot the top text. There you go.
Do we see her coming back to
You see her,
I assume that all eyes are on her right now.
after hearing this loud thumping sound of a heartbeat, Valentina slowly comes to consciousness and unknowingly gets back up on her feet. And she seems healthy. Like unusually
just like last
healthy.
time.
What do you?
Am I feeling
What does that mean?
good?
You're
Yeah.
feeling incredible. You feel better than you have ever done before.
Whoa,
You okay?
I feel amazing.
Well, you look amazing as well. You're like almost shining a bit.
I am?
Yeah, your skin looks great. Not as pale as it used to be.
I look at my arms. I don't know, but I feel great.
You see no traces of you have ever been in combat before. No damage to your skin. Everything is as if you've been reborn in some way.
Do I feel that I'm no longer a Dhampir?
You no longer feel that feral nature, that feral urge within you. But it's not the same as when you were a vampire last time. It is more so stronger, more in touch with your vampirism.
How was it?
It was incredible. I look around the room.
I know, right?
Oh, thank God. Oh, the cleric, the healing spell, the resurrection word. I don't know what you're talking about. The whole 7 days, silly man. You can leave us now. Nothing to. Don't say a word about this. I did not panic. Yes, my lord. Yes,
You
my
did
lord.
not. We panicked. We all panicked.
Why did you
We-
panic?
You just got an artifact in you and died.
Died?
Right there, right then, I point to where she vomited a whole bunch of black stuff off.
I think
You-
she just passed out.
No. She projectile vomited, I don't know, a bottle of tar out of her lungs. It is right there.
I look down at the black
Died.
stuff and take a step back. You should probably have this cleaned up.
Oh, easy. now.
Died
Right.
and got back up.
This poor scribe.
The scribe is casting prestidigitation to clean up. Yes, my lord. Is that attitude? No, sorry, my lord.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you, Edmund Swan. I feel great.
At your service.
I am never doing drugs.
Drugs? Wow. I never felt this good before.
That's
So,
amazing. Good to hear.
do
That's
you guys?
That's enough
have-
weirdness for today. We have like 50 minutes before this whole portal thing goes. I'm going to go shopping. I need shopping. Shopping is all that is right with the world. As
Dude.
Paluna starts walking out.
Edmund Swan is looking around at you guys. Like, do you have any more artifacts?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, so, anything you want to consume, or
No, I can't.
you can't?
It
Why
will
not?
mess with my the things I already have.
Something of opposite of property, I imagine.
Yeah, maybe we can make a trade though.
Ooh. Oh, let me see. What
Do
do
you
you
have
have?
any? Do you still have that ball we found? The one we stole from Batiska?
I do. It didn't.
I'll trade you for this.
Unfortunately, it was of elemental property, so.
Yeah, I'll trade you
wasn't-
for the thing I have.
Oh. Can I
whip
see
out the crown
object?
of thorns.
Yep. Can I see? Can I touch? Can I?
Sure.
Oh, I need to. Thank you. And he weaves identify magic. Oh, yes, divine. Such a magnificent. I mean, it's an okay effect. Yeah. I'll get the goblet. It's in my treasury. Give me a moment to get it.
Of course. How about
Yeah.
you bring it when we do the teleport thing? We'll go shop and then we'll meet you back.
Deal. You
Alright.
don't want to do the whole ritual? Are you going to consume it? Are you going to use it?
We'll see when we get back.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
So, you'll leave to buy stuff, and I can see Oren is already taking care of things in the chat. All right,
Can everybody see that, or just you, Mickey?
Yes.
everybody.
It's funny because I used a whisper command.
Yeah, it only whispers per text.
Yeah. I go buy things.
Yep, you go buy things.
Any of that I can't get,
All of it.
so I
Easy
can't get
enough.
nothing.
No, oh, you can get all of it. Sorry, I didn't hear the
Okay.
T. Can't. Yeah.
And that was also a misclick. Ignore that. Ignore the
Ah,
short
you
bow.
hit me! Ah, I die.
Ignore me!
All right. Bia and Valentina, to make this a bit speediest, what are you guys looking for particularly?
I just want some help potions.
Yeah, same.
All right. So what quantity and what size?
The 44 ones.
The 44 ones. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take 2 of those.
2 of those. Let me see if I can find the price. I have it somewhere.
Like 100 gold now.
Got a
maybe-
gold now? They are 150 gold per.
50.
I'll take
Yeah.
2 of them.
All right.
Me too.
Easy enough. You've now supported Edmund's establishment by about 1,200 gold total. So that's
Just get this guy 500 gold. What the fuck?
yeah, yoink.
Alright.
All right. So, anything else you want to do while you're traversing the market, or you're listening out for anything? Or
I would
just
like
biding
to
time?
bring up my amulet from my bag and see if it's still broken.
I should pull out the amulet. It's still broken.
Okay, do I still feel that I'm lost touch with my divinity?
As you're looking at it, please make a religion check for me.
God damn it.
As you're looking at it, you hear in your head, get rid of it.
Oh. So does it feel compelling?
You recognize the voice to be the same as the one in the dream from the Chained Man.
God damn it. I throw away both the pieces. I just throw it away on the ground.
Alright. You no longer carry a holy symbol. Which means you can't channel your divinity. Which you couldn't anyway because it was broken.
Do I feel any different when I throw it away?
Make an insight check. Not particularly.
Can I go pick it up again?
You now have 2 broken pieces of an amulet.
Okay.
Alright. Anything else? Before we resume? Nothing?
Nope, I
Dear
don't need anything else.
Poluna?
Just doing the riding of down, the down of riding, la da da da
The
da da da.
downs of riding? Yep. Okay. You'll meet back at the hall, I assume, where Lord Edmund Swan is standing, waiting within the hall on his chair, holding a familiar goblet in his hands, like twirling it back and forth with this flame flickering from it of changing colors. Oh, you're back. You're back.
Oh.
Come. Hi. Did you find what you need? Thank you for supporting the Eastwatch Garrison. I haven't really found a name for that yet. I really should. Trade Emporium. No, that's taken. The Swanporium. No. Swamporium? No, it sounds like a Pokemon.
What's a
What
Pokemon?
Okay, what now?
It's trademarked. We can't use that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Is it like a bell?
Yes, it's a bowel movement. No. I guess you could say it's my own little world. No.
Is it a bell world?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Beer, do you have the thing with you?
I do.
Oh, yes. Okay. Are we gonna do this? Are we?
Should we?
Should we?
Should we?
Should we?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh, and he like reaches out for the crown while he's also pulling forth the goblet towards you, like holding back on the goblet until you let go of the crown.
Yeah, let go.
Take it, mine. Thank you. Yes. I appreciate the trade, and if you find anything of this caliber,
Yeah.
Yes.
then feel free to make your way past my fine establishment and we'll see what we can do. I do have a mighty fine treasury. Pretty much an heritage, honestly, at this point, whatever my family managed to get from Darkman before. Anyway,
Alright.
speaking of Darkman, I mean, this little garrison here is a mighty fine way to catch on to any artifacts before they get into the hands of other people. I'm just saying.
You saying we could do that in Darkman?
Your rules. You do what you want. I'm just saying. It may or may not be to your advantage.
I see.
It will always be great to have a friendly, preferred partner in trade who is well established with the old folk back at the Thieves Guild when we get things rolling in Darkmond. I'm sure you can pass along a word that we'll be making business opportunities available, should the enterprising sort also want to show up. As a favor from a former member.
Deal. So, shall we get going? My troop is waiting in the courtyard. The wizard is making the whole magic circle thing happening, and
Alright.
we could be in Eastwatch at any point now. Are we going?
Yeah. Right, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
You seem mighty convinced.
No,
Yes,
I want to
We're
go.
ready.
I wanna
Let's go.
I'm ready.
And that's the spirit. We are, after all, doing it by magical means. So, do you guys want to go directly to the capital, the castle, or do you want to mingle with people beforehand? You spoke about some small beer waiting for you.
We can do it afterwards, right?
We'll do what afterwards? The castle or small beer?
Small beer.
So
But
you go
let's
to
talk
small
with the
beer
king
first?
first.
Oh, the king first. Okay, I had to make things spin in my head. Okay, so
Wouldn't want to keep him waiting, huh?
I mean, that's all he does these days. I didn't say that. So, okay, well, let's head to the courtyard, and my troop will be waiting with banners and trumpets. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to land? I think the middle of the Nobles district, so we have a few meters to walk by where we can announce our...
May I come with a suggestion?
Huh?
Avoid the noble district with these two. I just point to the two
I would
absolute
even
noble
say that.
murder hobos.
We've been there many
You know what?
times.
I did meet Valentina in the Noble district, and she was being awfully rude.
Me? You're the one who used a spell on me.
Well, that was in a response to you being...
I was not being rude. Come on, what did I say?
took my time.
I could see that happen.
Took your time? I just wanted to talk
Kind
to
of
you
did.
because I thought you might care about the people being tortured by other nobles, but clearly you didn't.
Do you?
Well, obviously, otherwise we wouldn't have killed them all of them.
Oh god, please don't say that in front of the king.
Not the noble district, okay?
Fine. The king's courtyard it is. I'm not allowed to use my instruments in there. He says it bothers him.
Look, it's no offense to your musical skill. It's probably good you've been training for a long time. It's just out of respect for the absolute disaster that happens if these two get too near the nobles.
I
I haven't even seen them in the noble district yet, and I know how it will end.
Only the
Understand.
corrupt ones.
Luna
Or is
just,
that all of them?
just like makes like this grand, like, you know, a man standing next to a car presenting it, just two hands, like, see?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, to the courtyard. Chop chop. Let's go. Woohoo! And he starts strutting away with the scribe behind him. The scribe is taking notes of all that's happening in his book. Yes, my lord. Are you guys coming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so, the three adventurers of the party name. Did you come up with a name yet?
Oh, we forgot to talk about
Nope.
that.
Oh god, I have to keep writing all the individual names till then. Anyway, okay. And you proceed walking behind Edmund Swan as he struts ahead, high in the sky after his newly acquired artifact. la la da, la da, to the courtyard right around the corner. And
I
as you turn
swear,
the corner,
it's just like drug addicts.
as you enter the courtyard, there's a circle of people standing. You recognize some of them being from the troop, and some new people, seemingly robed wizards, standing around the circle. My lord, it is just about ready. Where do you wish to land? The king's courtyard. My lord, that's so unusual of you. Yeah, I hurry and all that. We're busy. Understood. The circle begins to vibrate as if the air above it is hovering, like the heated air above the circle that is inscribed into the floor, like runes and circular patterns. You may enter whenever. We can maintain it for a minute, but please don't take your time.
Oh,
Ah,
that
yes.
reminds me. I need to tell you guys. Do you guys know?
Ah.
Oh wait, sorry. I'm undercutting a moment. Never mind.
And Edmund disappears into the circle, and his troops all stand from like each side of the circle at the same time. Disappears into the circle.
Are we at this moment standing a little bit away from the rest of them?
You're standing like 1 meter away from the wizard, closest to you, concentrating on the circle.
Okay.
I will advise you to enter soon, otherwise you'll be left behind.
1 moment. Beer?
What?
Do you remember when we were with Lucian and we had a deal that you would not talk about the thing you just talked about, especially not to nobles?
I do remember that, yeah.
Let's play that game again. For Lucian's sake. Do not
Okay.
mention those things. It's the
I
secret.
can do that.
Thank you.
I walk through the portal.
And then I walk through the portal.
And Beer leaves
Do
behind.
not mention picking flowers. No, I'll follow it.
You disappear. You all feel this like fairly easy, smooth sensation as you disappear. While it seems violent looking at people disappearing as you just snap out of existence, you just for a brief moment feel like slight suction force, and the whole scenery changes before you. You're standing in, for some of you, familiar courtyard, which you tried to sneak into, hiding, quotations, hiding behind the wagon, but was quickly expelled from. Same courtyard, right from the other side of the gate. Seemingly busy in this very moment. People who are allowed to enter with wagons, delivering goods, nobles, what you can only presume to be nobles based on their attire, sitting in this courtyard garden looking area, talking, exchanging ideas. And around you, you see everybody else appear at the same time. No music. We are at the courtyard. Yeah, I know. Right. Normally, adventurers are not allowed to enter unless they have certain achievements. Not even my troop. But since you three have the message to deliver, you'll be escorting me as my temporary troop into the King's Hall. And please, I beg of you, no unnecessary reactions. He is already quite moody as is. You can imagine being bored for many years. I'm sure.
I will keep my
I
mouth
grew up
shut.
in a forest full of the most boring people I know. Wood elves.
Yes. Wood elves. Otherwise, quite a distinct creatures from the Western continent. But
unfathomably boring.
okay, I understand. Anyway, shall we? And he seems a bit lost because he's trying to like figure out where you guys are supposed to stand in replacement of his troop. Beer, if I can have you to stand closest to me as my personal bodyguard, you wouldn't mind,
Sure.
right? And Paluna, if you could stand right behind me as a scribe would, and Valentina, if you could stand the furthest back, because clerics, you rather heal me or you die first. That's how it goes. So let's enter the keep. And he sets into motion, walking towards the keep. As you get closer to the keep, it seems fairly humble in size. It doesn't seem to be something out of the ordinary like you would imagine a castle to be. It seems to be just enough to have a hall in it with some supplementary kitchens and entry. As the doors open, it reveals a hall with red carpets, pristine flooring, pillars, people standing to the sides. A very few sum of people who seem to anticipatingly waiting something ahead of them. Okay, the king seems to be in at the moment. Well, where else would it be? I have no idea. So, okay, we have to abide our time.
Are you whispering?
I'm nervous.
Of course you are.
Don't be nervous. Everything will be fine.
You humans and your silly little rules.
Right. And he
Well,
points towards the
If you want to
throne.
I was about to say, if you want to pass the time, you can fill me in on what's been happening these last 30 years in this place.
Oh, the last 30 years. Well, nobles have come and gone, and we have definitely developed. But the city is as it is. I mean, it's definitely gotten richer, and we've been fighting the war in the south against the horde, and we've been dealing with pirates at sea, as per usual, maintaining our naval borders, trading routes as usual, as you might know as a courier. But for the
What of the
past 30 years,
stories?
the stories. Oh, we can talk about those later. I think the king might have time for us now. In the throne, far in the distance, a figure is slanted back in the chair, juggling an axe in his hand. Edmund Swan, bring your ass up here, you filthy mud. Yes, my king. He bows. Bow, please, bow.
I give
And
it
as he-
solid bow.
I don't care for your things. Throws his axe, flies right past Edmund Swan and situates in the door before flying back again, and the door behind mends itself. What do you bring of news this time? Well, we have a slight situation on hand. There's always something different with you, isn't it? Make it funny this time. Yes, funny. This fine troop of adventurers who serve as my temporary bodyguards, as my own troop is. I see them out in the courtyard. This fine troop who have served the kingdom. Enough hesitation. Right. Peluna, please explain the situation, I guess.
We ended up cleansing Darkmoon through a rather draughty adventure of shenanigans and abound, and the pilferers on the loose. It's not that hard, guys. I just look around at everybody and stunned. That's probably just like, you can't just say it like that.
The few people that are in the hall at the moment are looking towards you, looking towards the king, looking towards you, all taking a step backwards. In one blink of an eye, the king appears before you. Darkman has been cleansed, and you release that pup from his chains, huh? In that moment, he swings his arm, and Edmund Swan is sent flying into a chair in the side.
Just look at Edmund as he goes flying and back to the king. We didn't really release him, he just left.
Well, our actions are basically what caused him to leave.
Yes, but we didn't release him from any chains. He chose to leave. He said he could leave if we wanted him to leave.
And we wanted him to leave.
Yes, but we didn't unlock his chains.
I have a feeling that chains in these kind of scenarios are a bit more metaphorical than they are literal. I look at the king. So, what can I do for you?
Nothing. You're too weak to have anything to do with me. Where's that elven boy? I liked him.
What elven boy?
Lucian.
I think he's talking about Lucian.
Wait.
How do you know
Lu-
Lucian?
You know Lucian?
I saved you little shits at the harbor not too long ago.
Wait, that was you?
Lucian seems to be the only one in touch with a god. The rest of you are without faith.
I'm not without faith. How dare you?
Lucian has disappeared.
He was the only one with any hope of you three.
That's incredibly rude of you to say.
I have seen your actions. I have seen how you have dealt with what you consider issues in my town.
But you have?
I see everything within these walls.
Well, technically it wasn't in your walls, you know?
So many people. So few with potential. And the one of you with potential is no longer here. Edmund! You will answer to this later. Yes, my king. I apologize. So now I have to clean up your mess that you have made.
The mess we... Whatever.
Wait, we saved Darkmoon. What are you talking about? We saved all the people there.
Now some other
That-
place
isn't
has
that a
to
good thing?
suffer. Too young to know the troubles of the world. Too simple-minded to understand. What had you in hopes of gaining from coming here?
Edmund wanted to tell you. He wanted you to know this.
Edmund, you have told me what you needed to tell me. Leave my sight. There's one more thing, my lord. For fuck's sake. What? Camille was... I think Camille, was helping the Pilfer doing things. And apparently it didn't end with Camille. Clean it up for me, I don't care. Right. This incredibly imposing, now that you have, in this moment, realized the situation, everything has played out within mere moments. Incredibly tall, like 9 feet tall, muscular, naked top, ripped muscles, half-orc, riddled with scars, and one tooth poking out. Long white hair, staring with golden eyes at all of you. What a fucking waste of time. And he blinks from existence and reappears back in his throne.
The king is a half-orc?
The king is a half-orc.
I whisper to Valentina.
Should we ask him why he wants to consume this continent?
I think we better leave that for some other time.
You sure?
Yeah.
We might
We've
not
said
get the
what we needed
opportunity.
to say. I
We
turn
haven't
around.
said anything.
Yet the story's been told. I think we should just be on our merry way.
Are you sure?
I look back at
we
where
didn't
the
get
king.
anything. But
I look back at the king and go, I wouldn't count on getting much from something so pitiable. And I start to leave.
Ooh.
And you're allowed to leave.
You get smited.
Emma Swan gets up from the chair that he was pushed into, and as she gets up from it, the chair mends itself in location. My dress. Well, that went honestly better than I expected. That's
You think so?
yeah.
Well, we didn't even learn anything.
Well, we did learn that we have to, if we want to, take care of the problem ourselves in relation to this Khmer guy and whatever remains.
You
So-
think that this guy is one of the good ones?
Oh, compared to what's out there,
He just
Damn,
shoved
so-
you into a chair.
I think that was pretty calm and collected of him.
Valentina just kind of looks like she has this pitiful look at Edmunda. And then she doesn't say anything.
It is what it is, I guess. So, what's the game plan now? Do we return to my... Oh, right, you had to meet that... my cleric. That small beer fella.
Yeah.
Also, you
Well, we're not
mentioned
done with
something
you,
about some connection where we could get towards Beer's home place.
Right,
Supposedly.
I was close to... Well, not close, but somewhere around where I live, I guess. Well, I guess the distance from here to that location is somewhat the same.
I think it sounds like a good adventure. What about you, Beer?
I
And you,
guess, but
Valentina?
By the way, Beer, since you got your hands of the goblet,
uh-huh.
I should probably send you the information about it, huh?
Yeah, I was waiting for it, but fine. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It does stuff.
Anyway, well, you were saying about getting stronger, like doing some sort of job for you as well. Like, what was that all about?
I had a small job at the Adventurers Guild. One of the riverways leading from Eastwatch to the garrison is apparently under siege by some Goliath creatures. I could take care of it myself, but as you might have guessed the theme of things, you would rather use adventures to help you get stronger. So, but
Is
Well,
it on
it
the
looks-
way?
we could make it on the way, slight detour. I mean, it would be on the way if we traveled from my garrison towards Eastwatch, but from Eastwatch we would have to sail up river and then take care of it and then walk inland to get to where it's all taking place.
I mean,
Times life is nice with a few detours.
the way I see it is, if we want to learn more about what is really going on, with all these avatars trying to consume the lands and shit, we need to be stronger. So I guess that's where our priority lies, you know. Find more artifacts, become stronger.
Are we like on the way out of the palace at this point?
He is standing.
I would
You're currently
assume
standing
so.
front the gate that leads out of the palace. Edmund Swan is currently collecting himself before. Get back into character. Get back into character. We do not speak of what happened inside. We never do. Yes, let's venture out, and we have good news for the troops. And he opens the doors. Troop, thank you for waiting. Well, what else would you be doing? Let's. Where are we going?
Are you
Well-
asking us?
No, yeah, you wanted to get to the ley line thing.
Yeah, swing by the Goliath issue we're having on the way and go on there. We can part our separate ways. You have your little town to manage, no?
Right. Yeah.
What do you
You
think?
can think of us as officially taking on the request. We could head to the Adventurers Guild, do the paperwork, get moving on. Besides, I likely have some catching up to do with my former colleagues. If any of them are still alive, most of them were human, I think.
Who were your former colleagues?
Other couriers and or sailors.
Oh. I could have known of them. I am quite influential, no. But yeah, no, I should get on my way. So let's.
So how about that Darkmoon deed?
We can take it later. I'm in no rush. I mean, if you have it on hand and want to hand it over, we'll do it.
How about we think about it a bit more, you know?
Yeah, you can have the deed. I brought it with me when I went for the artifact, in case you guys wanted it. He pulls out a scroll, sealed.
Should
That's the
we
deed to
do it?
Darkmoon. It's up to
Yes.
you.
Sure.
Just show this to the Dockmaster. He has been a butler for my family ever since it became what it is.
I hand my hand out to receive it.
And let's go of it.
Well, I guess that's that.
You can decide whatever you do to the city. You can sell it, you can rebuild, you can govern it without partaking, you know. Do what you feel like doing. And for a moment he forgets he's out amongst his troop and supposed to sound energetic. Yes. Troop, we are heading straight home. We had business to do. Scribe, set up a circle. What do you mean you need more wizards? I just do the teleport thing. Oh, please don't make it nasty this time. And he disappears from sight along with his troop.
What an absolute detour and whole thing that was.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, no? With the whole thing with the king.
Very strange.
I thought it would be like different. I don't know.
Me too.
I thought he wouldn't be so extremely pitiable.
He was
His
awful.
very own, his very own greed for his power, his need for power has trapped him somewhere where he can't do what it seems like he wants to do the most.
And
which is
that's
live.
supposed to be one of the good ones?
Not buying it.
I'm kind of curious about this. She who watches in Northwatch.
What do you mean?
I'm curious what she's like.
Well, probably watching north.
Well, obviously, I know that.
I don't know. She's probably the same, you know, like all these people in high places are all the same. All a bunch of wankers.
At least here in Eastwatch. Maybe
Yeah, I
it's
guess.
worth traveling and seeing what things are like there if we want to learn more about these gods and avatars of the gods.
I think we just need to get stronger, you know? It's
Well,
pretty clear
that too.
that they won't share like any information with us. They just think we're like way beneath them.
Yeah.
Even though we're like cool as fuck and kill like all the nobles and like
There's
scary guys
humans,
and
you
shit.
know, they're awful.
They don't just want us to be stronger, they want us to become stronger their way.
They want us to be their little puppets.
Yeah, well, I'm not becoming stronger that way.
Well,
I'm taking the elemental route, baby.
you did just consume a bunch of artifacts. That's kind of what
Yeah,
they
but
wanted
that-
you to do, so...
They're like not divine artifacts, right? So it's different now.
No. I think as long as you're involved with the artifacts,
Think so?
yeah. I think that's the system. It's not the gods, and I hold up the crown, it's these little bastards.
Well, Swan did say like that like there was like some other people that like tried to stop the gods from like consuming it. So how about we? That could be us, you know, like if
That could
if
be
we
us.
are that powerful.
Maybe.
And now we have a city to call our base. When we get it up and running, of course. Better us than
I
some
think-
crazy noble.
Definitely, but there might... Maybe.
What are you thinking?
Just... wondering if we even want to own the city, realistically. And if... We could break the cycle. Somehow find a way to do something about it.
We could give it to Jimmy.
He's a teenage boy.
So
We can definitely use Jimmy
Yes.
to help us, but
he has like a heart of gold,
sh-
you know, that kid. It's like
let's just hang on to it for now.
okay.
Yeah.
You're
But,
all onto it.
So what is it that we wanted to do at the Adventurers Guild?
Well, I assume since I've been missing for some time, I was going to use the opportunity to declare myself, well, get it out there that my death or demise has been greatly exaggerated. I have-
Alright.
Yes, so, let's start with that.
And
I
maybe
hate
we
getting
could get
caught
some
up
new
in
necklaces.
paperwork like a deck man.
I
Somewhat.
want to go visit Small Bear. We can split up, you know, meet back.
Alright.
Sure.
All right. As you depart and
committed the
venture-
sin. We split the party.
you split the party and you committed an even graver sin, because to return to the Adventurers Guild, you have to go through the Noble District, and you left them.
Oh no. I didn't know this.
Wait, we haven't split yet, have we?
Oh nay. Great afraid.
Where's Newt Newman? I'm killing him.
Roll for initiative. You're right behind you all along.
I need to test out my new
I-
powers.
I imagine you guys remember the way back to the Adventurers Guild, which is the first thing on the way before you head in other directions.
Yeah.
Because the Adventurers Guild is right as you leave the Noble District.
Yeah.
So you follow.
I would
all-
walk together with them, and then once they're there, I would split up. Go to the harbor.
Since the Adventurers Guild is first, let's start with Paluna. Valentina, who are you going with? Or are you doing something else?
I'm going with Paluna to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
Showing him the ropes of how it's done since he hasn't been there in so long.
You're looking for more Harry Potters? Is that it? No. You enter the Adventurers Guild, this large circular building situated in the middle of a district of fine stores of blacksmiths and alchemist shop and the Wizards Guild towering above the entire city. The Adventurers Guild is still buzzing with life as you remember it, despite having been gone for quite a few weeks at this point. Everything is as it seems, even down to the detail of a certain feller standing behind the counter
Hey!
serving. Hey! Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Oh God, it's. Well,
Oh,
it seems
hey.
I'm not expediting anyone at the moment, so you're not intruding. But hey,
Like I would ever
how may I help you?
intrude. Come on, Paluna. And walk up to the desk.
No, you would intrude, Valentina.
What?
Yes, you would. She
You are
does
a
that every
wonderfully
time.
beautiful lady, but you have a way, you know? You manage to get things to happen, and I respect you for it, but you do intrude. Stealth is not part of your makeup.
Of course it is. I know how to be stealthy. Anyways.
You have
This is a
changed. You
lie.
would normally not find yourself in that kind of speech towards you. I've seen you talk with me quite a few times, and you have changed. What happened? Where's the blue guy and the other boy? Did you split the party? Did you have to do separate missions? What happened? Tell me about it.
Well, the blue guy, Beer, he's just at the harbor. And
Okay.
our friend Lucian, he disappeared.
Hold up, disappeared. Are we talking about I have to strike him from the record kind of disappeared? Or as in he'll probably turn up later?
You know what? Hold that thought.
Holding?
Is there an adventurer called Paluna that is active in your records? Paluna Gatecross.
I did recently get a call from Ramon saying I had to reinstate him as an adventurer. Apparently he had been falsely called in dead a few years ago.
That was a few years ago. I'm back. And I
you're
take
Paluna.
my I
Yeah,
take
you're
my
definitely
adventurer's
alive.
necklace. I take my adventurer's necklace.
There it is.
And show it to him.
Definitely
and-
a gold adventure. Mhm.
On that note,
Right.
I'm quite sure that the good Mr. Lucian is not dead, but he's definitely out of commission right now. So you put him between deceased and active.
So he's active until he's deceased. By the way, Paluna, for your descriptive purpose, the guy behind the desk is a guy who's like strongly built as tall as Beer with big ass muscles, wearing a black apron and long black curly hair. Very Hercules look-alike, but with black long hair and a big beard. So, he is active still. I'll keep that in mind. If he ever turns up dead, I don't know how someone turns up dead, but if he does, come back to me and I'll strike him for the records so we can keep those records somewhat clean. You would have surprised some humans have been on that list for a few hundred years, but you never know.
You get to make the list for a few hundred years. You keep declaring elf dead after not even 30?
To be fair, you were called in dead by Ramond. He did it himself. Ramond.
I have no idea about who you're talking.
Captain Ramond.
Wait,
No.
is this your captain of your ship?
I traded in that memory. Paluna can't remember him.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Well
I did
done.
not.
Mhm.
That shit's in my notes.
Hmm.
Good ship.
So you're saying that your captain mistakenly called you in dead, heard from you, reinstated you as an adventurer, and you're saying you don't remember him?
I have no idea of who you're talking about. Look,
Not
whatever.
the
It's in the
worst
past. I'm here. I'm back. I'm alive. I'm back in business. Okay?
All right, and what
Speaking of
business can I help you with?
Oh, can I have a new necklace now? It's been a while, you know.
What have you done ever since you did the other thing?
She
I-
helped cleanse Darkmond.
I did that.
And who do prove to? Wait, are we talking about the same Darkmon to the north, like the former East garrison?
Yes, you can ask the king if you want. He knows all about it.
I'm not gonna ask the king. That's way beyond my rank. Do you have any evidence or?
Paluna, do
Lord
you have
Edmund
evidence?
I is having a terrible trauma about it, if that's what you're asking.
I could probably bring in Lord Edmund Swan.
You could bring in Lord Edmund.
Or I could just
Swan.
talk to him through my necklace.
Or you could ask.
Or you can ask
call
him.
The doc, or you can
Oh,
ask
no,
the
I'm not-
Dockmaster.
I'm
You
not
can ask the
gonna ask a
Dockmaster
noble.
of Dark. You can ask the
the-
Dockmaster of Darkmond.
You're bringing up a lot of big names that are way out of my reach to speak with. if you know Edmund Swan, call him, have him report to.
I pick up my necklace. Edmund Swan? I need to prove that I cleansed Darkman to the Adventurers Guild so I can continue my adventures. Could you please come over here and clear that up for me? Thank you.
Some time passes.
Like as she goes, I just look at this like guy behind the counter, like she can't do stealth. She can't. Just whisper it to him.
You should have seen her come in the past few times. Like she just walks past the line, doesn't respect that. Completely just shits on the routine we have built into this customary hall. It is incredible, and I have to put up with it because customer service comes first. God, if only there were a word for those kind of people. I can't believe it.
I know.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Edmund Swan, he should have an adventuring job posted right now. We'd also like to take that.
Mm-hmm. Edmund Swan. And as he's browsing, you see his attention suddenly brought elsewhere. Huh. Really? Those three? No. Well,
Now
there's
you've got
Lord
me
Edmund
curious, sir.
Swan. Huh?
Now you've got
What?
me curious.
Lord Edmund Swan's scribe called me. Like, you know, this sending thing in your head. And something to verify your credentials about the achievements you have accomplished. Don't get me wrong,
wonderful.
it's hard to believe, but that's usually.
Why
an
is it hard
area
to
where-
believe?
Well, because your silver adventure and platinum adventures go out there to practice.
Well,
on
we've
the-
been through a lot since.
Right, so in 2 weeks you went from silver to platinum.
I mean, we've been silver for a long time, and we've done so much since then. But a lot of things we can't really speak about.
I have known you for a month.
Right. And we've done a
Look,
lot.
I'll say much, sir, but they're very good at making things happen.
Well, I can only take the word from the scribe. But I can't give you more than one rank at a time. That would break etiquette. So I can
I
upgrade.
would gladly accept platinum.
Right. I was told Beer participated in this as well, so I imagine he's gonna get. But I need his silver necklace. Fuck it, just keep the silver. God.
I take my necklace and cast sending to Beer and say, Mr. Beer, when you have time, please report to the Adventurers Guild so you can get your necklace upgraded.
Okay.
From Paluna.
That was a short and sweet message.
You just said, okay.
Okay.
More work?
Work.
Okay, so golden necklaces I can hand out. Platinum, I gotta get my supervisor. I'm a gold myself, and I can't hand out anything that's above myself.
Of course, protocol must be followed.
Yeah. You guys, there are some shooting stars once in a while, you feel me, that surpass expectations, but normally they prove how strong they are in the moment, whereas all offense meant, Valentina.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna go get my supervisor, and yeah. He leaves behind the counter.
I look at
just
Paluna.
stares
What did he
down.
mean by that? Should I go after him?
Kill him.
Paluna?
Huh? Beer? Huh? Who's that?
It's just a little devil on your shoulder, in Bear's voice.
Paluna! Paluna!
He's dead.
Paluna has left the
Or
building.
just zoned out for a moment, had something they had to do.
That's some good zoning out.
You okay?
Yeah. Just recap me for the last 30 seconds.
I was screaming your name.
Yes, I noticed at the end.
Well, the guild master insulted me and left to get his supervisor. And then I turned to Paluna and asked, should I go after him?
Not worth it.
What did he mean by that?
probably that you make an impression. You're distinct, you know?
Oh, well, that is
Like-
quite true.
Like a Van Gogh painting. You never know exactly what you're gonna get.
Van
Oh,
Gogh.
no.
Got a Goliath
Even one.
painter somewhere in the world.
A Van Gogh.
Hmm.
Grog the Barbarian.
Painting
He's a
with
painter.
the
He's a
enemy's
painter.
blood. Right.
I mean, if anything, you might even stand out like some of the true masterpieces. I heard of this guy once called George Brush.
George Brush, who is that?
I don't know, but he
Yeah.
kept going on about the wands of mass destruction. He painted a lot of different scenes about them.
Wands of Mass Destruction. Could we get our hands on one of those?
This is too.
I don't know.
This is too meta for the viewers.
True.
Okay, I'll back off from the terrible joke character.
The
I made.
Guildmaster comes back up from the staircase below. Wands of Mass Destruction. They made those at the Wizard Academy. I can't promise for the effects, but they have a few. It's kind of.
Why would you say that? You never know when George Brush is listening.
I stare at the Guildmaster. So what did you mean earlier?
About what? Anyway, here is your medallion amulet.
Oh,
Here's a gold one for you, Valentina, and here's a gold one for Beer. He can just hand over the silver whenever he swings by. It's a silver, it's like a few hundred gold to make, it's whatever. And Paluna, and he opens a bag of folding, and from it a very shiny, silvery-looking amulet, but you recognize it as platinum, as you've seen a few platinum coins in your lifetime. And that's for you. Now, the main difference between the gold and the platinum is that the gold have the sending, you can do a few times a day, blah, 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 blah. The platinum, and I'm jealous, has the shield spell, that's a reaction you can do once a day. Protection, because the guild values its assets.
oh, that's good. We really need that.
I would like you to know that I am your senior, the most experienced, and highly regarded adventurer among us.
Who
by
is it that
status,
brought you back to
I am the
life?
party leader. Oh, shush! Like we all haven't danced to death once too many, Miss vomited up and died.
Well, I feel better than ever now. Besides, it's not the first time that happened. I take off my silver necklace and throws it over to the Guildmaster, and
Dang.
done my
I
gold
hand
necklace.
my gold necklace to the guild master and inform that I'll be back with beers. I will take it as a matter of a courier's job to make sure it arrives.
Much appreciated. While you're here, are you looking for any mission? You wanted the whole Edmund Swan thing, right?
Yes.
We'll probably do that and then swing on for a different bit of exploring we wanted to on our own and then swing back. So take care of the problem, do another thing while we're at it, and then come back.
Right, let me just get you the ledger that proves that you're undertaking this mission, so we don't have you coming up with random hits of Goliath's claim to have done it. Anyway, leans under the counter, pulls out a massive book. Edmund Swan, that's E-A-B-C-D-E. There it is. And rolls out a scroll from the book. Hands the ledger to Valentina, as he has done before. Under the counter with the big book. So, sorry, let me just get in character. So, thank you for your patronage at the Adventurers Guild, and good luck on your adventuring. And yeah, bye. Next.
No, I just
Come
walk
on,
out.
Tina. Let's go get this gold necklace to Bleer. He'll love it.
Let's do that.
And I use sending with my new shiny platinum necklace to Beer and say, Beer, are you at the Adventurers, no, what's it called, the Thieves Guild by now, or are you somewhere else?
Am I?
Cut to Beer.
And in that moment, we are cutting to beer. You're finding yourself at the entrance to the Thieves Guild in this moment.
Yeah, just about to enter.
Yeah.
As I enter, where I previously was the Thieves Guild.
Yeah. The Thieves Guild looks like it's or usually on the wooden, damp interior, dim lit, the few tables situated in the corner. A very familiar figure is still sitting there, as if they've never left. And quite close to the entrance where you came in from, a young, bluish boy is sitting there still, but has replaced the lockpicks with a knife he's jamming into a lock, seemingly tapping it out of boredom.
I'll just silently watch him for a bit until he like sees that I'm there.
I'll get it one day. Beer! Ah! Rushes over in your direction. Beer!
Just give him a big hug.
Oh, you feel strong.
I miss you, little buddy. How you doing?
The Tiny keeps putting me into doing lock picking. She says I'm good at it, but it's been a while. It's been a while.
I'm sorry, buddy. I wish I could have come back earlier, but we had some things that we needed to take care of, you know?
It's okay.
Have you been a good boy? Did you not get into any trouble?
I mean, Tiny says I'm good at opening locks. And she put me into opening some lock from some crate thing, and I managed it, and she gave me some gold coins, right? So I guess that's
good.
Okay.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah, that's what she said. She said that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you find anything cool?
Oh, lots of things. I got a new
Lots of-
axe. Look at it. It's all shiny.
Can I see it? Can I hold it?
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
hold it?
Of course.
Ah, that's heavy. How many have you killed with it? Is it okay? I've been thinking
quite a
about
few.
the whole thing that happened at the gate, and you did that to save me. And
I
while
did,
didn't
I
like
really
it,
did.
I didn't like the blood at first, but Tiny told me that in this business it happens a lot. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Well, it didn't mean for you to see it, you know, but it just, yeah, it just happened.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Should I be an adventurer like you?
But if that's what you want, you can be whatever you want, you know?
I kind of want to go home still, but Tiny
Yeah,
says
me
that-
too. I'm still working on that, though.
You're working? Oh,
It's a bit harder than I thought, but I'm getting some good leads, you know?
that's how I feel about opening locks. It's harder than it looks, but then you do it, and then eventually you open up the lock that leads home.
Exactly. So, what are you doing? Like, are you just opening locks, or
I'm just opening locks.
that's kind of boring?
Yeah.
Or do you like it? If
I
you like
mean-
it, then it's not boring.
So as long as Tiny says I'm good at it, I'll keep doing it. And I'm
Has she been nice to
sincere.
you?
She gives me food and beer.
Wait, really?
No, Tiny told me not to tell you that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, beer said it's awesome, Tiny. Whatever.
Oh, hey, Tiny. Just wave.
Hey, beer. You left to
Has it-
Dartmouth, huh?
Yeah.
And how
Bunch
did
of
that
stuff
go?
happened. Oh, pretty good. We
Hmm,
like
I
pretty much
lost,
saved the whole place. So.
I lost contact to one of my spies up there. Would you happen to
Oh,
know what
yeah?
happened?
Wait, if we saw one of your spies,
Yeah.
what would their name be?
Kira.
Oh. I see.
Did you happen to meet her?
Yeah. You could say that.
And what's that supposed to mean? Do I have to recruit a new spy?
Probably, yeah.
Hmm. Shame.
She was kind of, in a bit of a pickle. We sort of saved her, but also not really. And
You sort of saved her. Interesting.
yeah, we saved her from being auctioned off to
Mm-hmm.
some people
Mm-hmm.
by buying her.
You know, I was hoping for her to be bought by a specific person to spy on them, but no.
Oh, well, I guess that didn't really work out.
No, I guess not, huh?
Funny how those things work.
Yeah, really funny, huh, Pio?
Anyway, she's
Right.
free now, so
Yeah.
she probably went away, I guess.
Yeah, do you think
Live
she'll
a
come
life
back?
on her own. I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. You didn't have him to do anything to her, right?
I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Can't-
You can
can't
tell
say
she's trying to lead you on because she has some kind of conclusion already.
I definitely didn't do anything to her.
No, you definitely didn't.
No,
No,
I swear.
it's fine. So,
Well, how are we supposed to know that, huh?
you're not supposed to know. That's the whole idea of being a spy.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't really blame us for what happened to her.
No, I can't. That's the annoying part. I have no one to blame, except for Kira.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. She pretty
Yeah.
much got herself caught, so pretty dumb.
Yeah, someone outbought her. Hmm.
Oh well. How is Smallbeer been? Did he cause you any trouble?
No, he's actually proving quite an asset. Don't worry, he won't shoot as a spy. He's way too talkative for that.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
But he's good at lockpicking. He would have got into that Wizard Guild without any issue. That's for sure.
That's good. That's good. At least he,
Mhm.
he's developing some talents.
Mm-hmm. Definitely developing some talents. He has this gift for turning invisible every once in a while. Do you know what that is caused by?
No,
Okay.
it's definitely not something I could do. So,
Okay, just had to ask to be sure.
not sure what you're talking about.
No, okay. Well, nice seeing you again, Beer.
You don't sound like it's anything wrong, Tiny. Like, what's going on?
I really will never know what the fuck is Kamir's up to, so...
What do you mean?
Well, there was this rumor going about him acquiring artifacts, and I kind of wanted to sell some to Elkman Sworn, so I hope Kira would get into some kind of situation where she would be able to learn more about him.
About artifacts?
Yeah, and where Kamir's hiding it, you know.
Yeah.
Poor guild master.
Uh,
Yeah,
don't think I can help you with that.
that's what I thought.
Last time we saw Kamir. Actually, never mind.
Interesting. Alright, Beer.
Alright,
you want
Tiny.
me Do you want to take care of Beer now, or the small Beer? Should I do it myself, or
What do you mean? Take care.
keep training him, or are you gonna take him out on a mentoring and make him grow?
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
I mean, it's not like I'm keeping him here for free. Eventually, he's gonna have to be put into some actual situations. I don't have infinite practice lockpicks. Well, I do, but
I
You
thought
know,
you'd need to like take care of him, like
yeah,
keep him safe.
but he eats and drinks a lot. Okay.
Okay, so what do you need? Like you need money or something, or
How many days is there a year? 365. 65, 60, 30, 36 and a half gold a year.
wait, that's it?
Yeah, as long as he only consumes what he's currently consuming, yeah.
Well, he's gonna get bigger, so.
You see now.
I'll ask him. Maybe he wants to join us for some adventures. We are
Sounds
looking
good,
to
Beer.
go to a place that is connected to
Uh,
our home. So,
uh-huh.
Small Beer, come over here.
Yo, what's up, Beer?
You wanna come on a little adventure?
Well,
Go to some ley lines that maybe will lead to the Feywilds?
are we going home?
Maybe. No guarantees, but
I would love that, Beer. I want to go home.
alright. You're coming with us.
That's all that, Beer, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sound too happy about it, Tiny.
Well, I just invested about 2 weeks of training materials into this little upcoming thief.
Well, I'll reimburse you for it. How about 20 gold pieces, yeah?
Works for me, Beer. Thank
Alright.
you. If you ever come to learn of anything that needs to be stolen, let me know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure doing business, I guess.
Pleasure
Thank you
doing
for keeping him
business.
safe.
Mm-hmm.
I do really appreciate it. Alright, Small Beer, let's go meet my friends.
Yes, I get to see Lucian again, and I get to see Valentina again. I'm so excited. Let's go. Where are they?
Oh,
Are
Lucian.
they waiting outside?
Lucian's not coming.
Oh,
We lost him. It's okay, we'll find him again. Don't worry about it.
Log picks. They always.
Yeah, we found a new friend though. You'll like him. He likes to talk a lot as well.
Ah. What do you mean as well?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Where are we going? And as you say that,
Adventurers Guild.
you're headed out towards the Adventurers Guild. And a few moments passes, Valentina and Beluna, you're spending time doing what? Just hanging out at the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, I
Oh.
assumed we were going to the Thieves Guild.
So you encounter them on the way back at the harbor as you exit the warehouse where the Thieves Guild is hidden behind.
Mhm.
Valentina and Beluna standing on the streets, just about to head inside.
Oh, hi, Beer!
Hello.
Valentina!
Oh, hello, Small Beer.
Hey, so, what you been up to?
Oh, just adventuring. How have you been at the Thieves Guild?
Picking locks.
Are you getting good?
Tiny said so.
Wanna find out?
Maybe. Are you coming with us?
Beer says I can.
Yeah, I figured since we're going, to where those ley line things are for Em and Swan, thought we bring him along,
Are you sure that's safe, Beer?
I'll keep him safe.
Oh, okay.
Beer will keep you safe, I believe.
It will not be safe. That is the only thing that happens on the road. But just because it isn't safe doesn't mean you can't make it out alive.
Well, I didn't say it wouldn't be dangerous, but I'll keep him safe.
Speaking of Beer, I have something for you.
Oh,
One, I put out from my courier trunk, one certificate and your new gold adventurer's necklace.
Wow,
Okay,
you're a golden
cool.
adventurer now?
hey, you want my silver necklace?
Yes, I am supposed to bring it back to the Adventurers Guild.
No, I was talking to Smallbeer.
Can I
I could give it to him. Yeah, sure.
No.
Thank you, Beer. Oh, it looks so cool. I'm an adventurer.
You see Bear like shooting daggers with his eyes at Paluna, like,
I dare you to take it.
I am an adventurer. Na, 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 na. Sorry.
Are you sure we need to give this back to the Adventurers Guild, Luna?
It's going to be such a problem if we don't.
No, it
Tell
won't.
you what.
He said he didn't really
Yes,
care.
Yeah, but it's a matter of I swore as a courier on it.
You swore as
What
a
does
courier?
what does that mean?
It means
Is
that
there
I
like
say
a
I'm going.
special oath that could
Yeah,
take?
it's my oath of saying I'm going to get you whatever it is from A to B. Currently, that thing to the Adventurers Guild's office.
That
Well,
sounds like a you
so
problem
lame.
because now I am attached to it. Nah, 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 nah.
I think you just have to let this one
you're
go,
gonna take it
Poluna.
from a child, Poluna. Is that what you're
Yeah,
gonna
Can
you're
I
do?
gonna
just,
take
like-
it from a child, Puyuna.
Can I just like slide of hand it from him in front of everybody?
Or
We'll
from small
certainly
bit?
try.
Oh.
Like absolutely just being a. I've heard you guys talking about lockpicks, so I'm just going to try to style and show off.
How sad. You steal it from a child.
Absolutely.
It's like taking candy from a baby.
So, shall I just roll sleight of hand or
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
nat one incoming? Motherfucker. Why? Ah!
As he tries to pull it from his neck, he grabs him himself. Catch you! But
Oh, you're good. But
Hmm.
can you keep it forever?
beer,
Just
can
let
I?
Just let him keep it. It's fine.
Beer
We'll
says
explain
it's
it to the
fine.
guild.
You
we'll
know
explain
what?
it to the guild
I,
master.
I take one of my rings. Trade you for this. As I hold up my ring of, what's it called? Bludgeoning resistance.
Beer, that thing is way smaller than the amulet.
It's your call, small bear. Whatever you want to do. If you want to keep
This
it, you
ring
keep
Hmm?
will make it so that should a man hit you with a hammer or club, it will hurt significantly less. It is magically enchanted to make you resistant to blunt objects.
But nothing is gonna hurt me when beer's around.
Exactly. I
In the
won't
heat
let
of
you carry
combat,
it.
many things can happen.
Beer, you're the strongest out there.
I am.
I trust
We're
Beer.
going to face a Goliath beer. Let's not be illustrious about our chances.
Yeah, he's like way smaller than me, right? It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Here,
Don't worry
a
about it.
Goliath goes beyond the roof of that. I just point to like a big building nearby. A Goliath is bigger than that.
Are you
Poluna,
sure?
I think you've lost this battle. Just leave it be.
Yeah. Just let small bear enjoy this.
Still, I am duty bound to inform you that I must, under all circumstances, get that necklace to the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, well, if you take it from him, you're gonna have a problem with me. You sure you want to do that? Just let this one go, okay, Poluna?
I cannot.
Oh, Lord.
Small Beer's just looking at both of you like,
Okay, how about we walk to the Adventurers Guild with the necklace and I shall inform the guildmaster that we have decided to keep the necklace.
Sounds like a massive breach of protocols on so many levels. These are the small things that will make it work. Look,
Beer, is it really that big of a problem if I keep it?
Well, not to me, but I guess it might be, so.
it'll make... If we need to get to the leyline point for the Feywilds, it's much easier if the Adventurers Guild is not going to be on our ass every time we pass by a city.
I'm
Okay,
sure
give me the
those
ring.
amulets get lost a lot of times, you know. I'm sure one doesn't matter. But I understand you made like some sacred oath or something with like couriers too, so. If it's not too much trouble, small bear, just hand it over, okay? I'll get you something cool in return.
I'm still going to give you my ring for it as well.
Lucian's replacement, give me the ring, please.
I hand him the ring.
Thank you.
I know I said Lucius' replacement was pretty cool, but guess we're off to a bad start, huh? Swallow.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't worry, he's actually pretty nice, but
But if
I
I,
have
can...
heard you.
Hmm?
I have heard
What?
you're an enthusiast for the thieving arts.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can teach you some things. I've been at that game for a while.
I just beat you in trying to steal my necklace.
You are correct.
My previous
no
teacher
excuse.
was Tiny, the
What do you say about
guildmaster.
that?
I think beer is
Speaking of,
better
who
at
is the
you.
guild... Speaking of, who is the guildmaster nowadays?
It's a person whose name I cannot divulge to anyone outside of the guild.
Has he handed me the Silver Adventurer's necklace?
Yes.
Hold on, I'll be right back, and I walk into the guild.
Fair enough. You walk into the guild, you've been here before, whenever you lay anchor at this harbor. You know the pathway through this crevice into the mountain, leading up to a wooden door that opens up into the Thieves Guild. You recognize this as a very damp, moist wooden interior with mostly rotten planks, with a few tables situated, a bar in the back, and in front of the bar in a chair sits a person cloaked in somewhat shadows. I see Paluna is still active. Perhaps you
No
can
thanks
assist.
to the Adventurers Guild illustrious accounting of thinking I was dead.
Hmm.
Just temporarily lost in space and time, mind you. Great difference.
I mean, you elves live for a long time, so...
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Anyhow, if you will need a, you know me, discretioned courier service at some point, do feel free.
Right.
I'm currently traveling with Bia and Valentina.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it's going to be a walking disaster, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
At least it's going to be exciting, you know?
I guess. That's up to you, isn't it? Depends on how many locks you decide to pick, how many letters you decide to deliver, and if you make it back alive.
Anyhow, you know how to find me. If you need anything, business as
Oh.
usual.
Give you a call. By the way, I need a new spy. If you find a suitable subject, let me know.
Remind me, who was the previous one?
I don't think you were associated before. So...
Well, I wouldn't think I was. I've been out of this for a while.
Probably best to stay out of it then.
I nod. Very well. If I find any opportunities for competent spies, I'll give them a nudge.
Congratulations on the necklace.
It comes with great heroic feats.
Hmm.
I wave my arms sarcastically in front of me, like making a rainbow of sarcasm.
Yes, I imagine so. You'll be valuable in the future, I imagine. Stay alive.
I'll try. I walk back out.
As you walk back out, you realize you had no idea who that person was.
I didn't care to ask. He wasn't divulging.
Definitely not the same guildmaster as when you were in business here.
He was human, wasn't he?
Nope. An
Oh,
elf.
never mind.
So,
I
you
come back
return
out.
to your
Yes.
companions. Right. So, you have one destination ahead of you. A certain destination along the river bank with supposedly some Goliaths barring the way, and rumors of potential ley lines overlapping somewhere off that direction of the Goliaths. How do you intend to approach that situation?
By going to the Adventurers Guild first and dispossessing this necklace. I'm sorry.
My man takes his job very serious.
Understood. All right, you return to the Adventurers Guild, and upon entering, for fuck's sake, go back. Did you? Why?
I hand over the necklace as promised.
A courier to his words, isn't he? Thank you for your service at the Adventurers Guild. Anything else? Any missions you want to take upon yourself?
Well, I already have the one with the rest of the group. Could you... What way do you think is the fastest? I assume it's by the river now? To the side of the Goliath Rampage?
From the directions given upon the request is set somewhere between here and Eastwatch on the river pathway. Is either north or south of the swamp, from what I could understand. Riverway is probably the best as it goes through the swamp. Otherwise, you could go by horse cart. It would take some time, and your point of destination would be a bit uncertain.
Get boat, go river, fix problem. Got it.
Yes, seems about like the best way to go about it. But at Adventurers, you will figure it out. That's what you do. That's what you're paid for. Yes. Good luck, Paluna, and take care of your bodies. They might seem weird, but I imagine they have a reason that they have survived to this point.
Oh no, these people are, and I think I'm going to be included in that group very shortly. We're a bunch of idiots. Things are going to happen, and we're going to make it out alive when we had no justification for doing so.
Thank God for saying it. I did not want to say it, but you guys seem hopeless. Oh,
Absolutely, but we're going to surprise you.
God, please surprise me.
While at the Adventurers Guild, could I walk in and approach someone who looks like a wizard?
Oh no, who are you gonna burn now? Yes, easy enough to do. There are plenty of wizardy-looking characters in their generic robes with stars and moons on them, and their wooden staff in hand with a crystal ball on top, and their long white beards with a sign up saying "Looking for work." Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'll walk over to one of those.
Oh yes, how may I help you?
I need some items identified, please.
Okay, elaborate.
Well, I have this, and I pull out, 1 second. A ring.
Emma, I would like to inform you, Emma, that you cannot pull out 1 second. Time is insubstantial.
I pull out a ring, and I have noted it as Ring of Sleight of Hand, so I know what it is, but it's not been identified because I won it at the boat.
Yeah. 50 gold, please.
50? The others take 10.
Yes. Which others?
Point to all the other wizards.
Did that once.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck.
50 gold, please.
How about 50 for all 3 total?
You drive a hard bargain, miss. And for the sake of brevity, I'll allow it.
Excellent.
Right. So sleight of
It
hand
is 10 gold. It's 50. It's 10 gold. I cast Gaslight.
And it worked. Okay, so the first one is sleight of hand. It's +1 to sleight of hand.
Alright. And then I give him the... Wait, I don't know if the monocle I have, has that been identified? Because I don't have the information about that.
No.
Okay, I hand him the monocle.
Yes. The monocle assists you in finding creatures of the not quite alive kind. It's a monocle of Detect Undead.
Okay. And then I hand him the tiny box that I got from the ship.
Okay. Yes, the box is a box of temperate climate. This one is set to freezing, but it seems warm to the touch on the outside. Curious thing. What, is that it?
Is that to freezing? It was the other way around before. It was cold to the touch, but it was warm inside.
What do you mean warm inside? And he opens the box and he is blinded by this ball of fire inside of it. That's currently just
What do you
brimming with
mean
life.
warm inside, miniature son?
So, okay, this ball of fire is clearly warming up the insides of this box and it's still set to freezing. Seems to be. Oh, I mean, the orb itself is an object.
What is
Did
it?
you get confused by 10 gold?
Fine.
Thank you. You cast Identify on it. I can't tell what it is.
Okay.
But best guess is try to use it. I guess.
All right. Thank you.
Oh no.
I take the box back from him.
Thank you for doing business.
You're welcome. And walk away.
Did I hear identifications for 10 gold? Why,
yes.
good sir, don't mind me. I only have this lovely black cloak that I would love to have identified at these very reasonable prices.
Remind me where you got the black cloak from.
It's the black cloak P.
I gave it to him. It's the
From Camille.
Amir cloak.
He identifies it, and it's a cloak of protection.
All in.
My god, I gave away a cloak of protection? No!
Is that just +1 AC, right?
+1 AC. Yes. I can't remember. Is it also saving throws?
No,
No, that's the Baldur's Gate thing. Okay.
just AC. Well, just one AC is pretty good.
Stacking 5% chance, less chance to get hit. Let's go.
No, it's also saving throws.
Wait, really?
Let's go!
Damn. Big. It actually is. Yeah, the ring of protection is only AC then. No, also saving throws. What? Ain't no way. Cool.
All right.
Wait, that's actually
Wait,
so
wait,
good.
Tony, I'm. Macarena.
Is that +1 to saving throws as well?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
It's something.
Why do you say it like that?
Huh? I didn't say anything.
Uh huh.
No. So, where does your adventure go now?
So, do you guys catch where this Goliath is? Swan say anything?
So the river. If we follow that towards Eastwatch Garrison, somewhere past the swamp, we should run into the Goliath.
Alright. That seems easy enough. Let's go.
So all we need to do is supposedly get a boat.
All right.
Well, it's upriver, isn't it?
from here. So that would be pretty hard, no?
You can sail upriver, right? It's just more work.
How big is this river? Can we even sail it? Have we seen this river before?
You are familiar with that many rivers expand throughout the continent, and they vary in sizes. Some are even wide enough to allow for two big trading vessels to go through. Valentina has traveled, and Poluna has traveled on this kind of sized vessel going through the continent itself. But you also know that many rivers narrow so far down that only like a small rowboat can pass through, or a small fishing boat. So it all depends on if you want to be sneaky about your traversal on the rivers, or if you just want to go on to be cargoed to the estimated destination and then find your way for the rest of the pathway. But
Yeah,
granted that
have we seen this river though? The one that we've been talking about?
Poluna
Do
would
we-
know. Poluna has traversed it before.
Well, what do I
And-
know?
You know that it is a very sizable river. But the river that traverses through the swamp allows for big cargo vessels to go through, as it is one of the main rivers that goes through the continent that meets all the checkpoints of the various cities. So you can definitely go as a cargo on a vessel, or you can go as your own small fishing boat if you want to purchase or acquire something like that.
I recommend we go as a vessel cargo.
Alright.
It makes travel significantly easier, and until we get to our destination, we'll be able to enjoy the presence of other people. Besides,
Sounds-
it's cheaper
sounds
than
good to me.
buying our own boat.
Oh yeah, I don't have any money left, so no way I'm buying a boat. Alright, so where do we get this passage on the ship? Go to the harbor?
Probably, yeah, to the harbor.
Actually, I have this ability called Ship's Passage. It is one of my feats from my background. I can secure passage on a sailing ship for yourself and your adventuring companions. Free passage, might I add. So we go to the harbor, and Poluna just goes to work with the dock master, introducing himself, his profession, all of this, and be like, "Can you find a boat?" And then I can only get it for free if I'm calling in favors. But I would like to at least flavor rule that I know my way around, getting on any ship.
Right. So, considering you haven't been in business for 30 years, and I would like you to roll a d20, and if you roll above a 10, I will allow you to find free passage. You manage to find a captain while you're not familiar with the captain. He sees that you are a seafarer person, and while you're allowed free passage and food on the ship, he expects you to contribute to some extent to either just as a lookout or scrubbing the deck.
I can do lookout work or work at the ropes, at the masts. So I would gladly contribute as a lookout.
All right.
Valentina would definitely not contribute.
So
Any beer?
there's rum, and rum can be provided for with a small pay. It is not a part of the default food you get.
There's rum enough for everybody.
So, it's slowly closing an evening, and the ship is about to leave the harbor, raising its anchor, setting off from the city, heading south towards the river opening, and headed upstream towards the swamp, or the estimated destination. You fast through this a bit, because it is a secure vessel on a somewhat secure route. There are two destinations that you could pass on your journey. And if you have any questions about them, we'll take it as it comes. The first is passaging through a small city called Velasquez Spite. It is a somewhat busy town to the south, right before you enter the river pathway south, leading into the continent. Mostly soldiers are walking the streets of this town. It's a town that houses about 50,000 people, in size-wise. Who knows how many travel in and out the city?
More? 50,000?
Yeah.
That's as big as Vejle.
Yeah, and as Holbæk. And that's small. Denmark is small.
Oh my ass! I know our country is small, but that ain't a small city.
It's a small city. I mean, Eastwatch is about 1 million. It's a massive citadel.
I severely disagree with these descriptions.
That's fair. As you're harbored in the city before taking further off inland, some are getting off the boat and some are getting on, mostly soldiers or people wearing what you can only assume to be adventurers equipment, preparing for either returning home or going on to the next mission. On the journey, you hear about stories from what happens around Velasquez Spite. You learn that it's the last city before going into the territory that is contested between the Eastwatch Guard and the Horde, fighting on the borders of muddy, dried out, blood-ridden, absolutely devastated battlefield.
Who is
spanning
this
miles.
horde you're speaking of?
Inquiring about this, you learn that the Horde is the general description of various creatures hailing from the southeast of a connecting continent, described as orcs, half-orcs, goblins, centaurs, minotaurs, sometimes flying creatures that has not been name given at this point. And they are basically waging war constantly against the people of Last Respite, the people of Eastwatch. Eastwatch serving as the last frontier, holding off this constant swarm of described as feral creatures. And is mainly considered whenever you see orcs, goblins, or the similar described races near Eastwatch, it means that the final respite has failed at keeping everything at bay, and is supposedly to be immediately reported
Oops.
if anything is witnessed. Sailing further up the river, a few days passes. You reach the first real checkpoint that is no longer connected to Eastwatch Citadel or its region that it resides over. You reach a garrison called Camora's Garrison. Camora's Garrison is a garrison known for its wizardcraft, magecraft, and arcane studies. A garrison connected to the Last Stand Citadel. Adventurers are getting off, mostly scholars of various kind, who is looking to acquire new information where they can no longer acquire it from simple studies within their humble quarters in this garrison. Not many soldiers are getting off at this point. They have a destination further ahead. At that point, you begin sailing northward towards what you can only estimate to be the direction of Eastwatch Garrison. And as you keep sailing upriver and hear stories telling about the legacy of Camorra, Last Stand's legacy, how the Last Stand has gotten its name from being the last bastion of where humans fought in the elemental cataclysm as the last standing town before otherwise losing what would be this devastating event in history. They succeeded through what means is still hard to tell, but there are 3 names mentioned in the success of this story. Camorra, which the garrison is named after, Lilias, which another garrison is named after, and Geralt, which is the third garrison named after him. All situated in a triangle formation around Lastan Citadel, each covering a river crossing that would otherwise be unchecked. Lilias was known as a fine bladesman, Camoras was known as a fine wizard, and Geralt was known as a fine warlock.
Do
On
these
the journey-
names mean anything? Have we read
Make
this before?
make a history check.
How dare? Oh wait, no! I'm rolling. Let's go! Finally.
Peluna, you recall having sailed the river a few times, and while you mostly deal in real-time information, small histories have slipped by your ears from time to time. And while these garrisons are named after people who succeeded in events over 1,000 years ago, they are still spoken of as if they are still alive in this time and day. Living legends, still housing over their garrisons, each training their own lineage, who house these garrisons themselves, lineages of thousands of people, all hailing from the same lineage. And that's all you get from that.
And a much more interesting rumor contextualized with recent revelations.
You proceed sailing north. You're at an evening's pass, and the captain is telling you you have to set anchor here. Half a day away is the swamp, and it's something you won't like to cross during nighttime. The ship is docked at a random location. There are no harbors nearby. It has simply set anchor to hold this place on this massive river, abiding time. And that's where we're going to leave off for tonight. No cliffhangers.
Just the promise of great violence whenever we come back, because it's been too many sessions without combat.
And with that said, you're level up to level 7.
Really?
Oh my god!
Yes.
Holy fuck.
This is massive.
I get uncanny dodge! No, not uncanny dodge. The fucking level 7. Yeah. It's the wrong time.
Evasion, I think it's called.
Yeah, evasion. I get to survive fireballs. I am now going to be fireballing. I regret nothing.
Level 7! Big.
But while there's been no combat encounters, the whole ordeal deciding to meet with Edmund Swan and deciding to make the options you did.
It's like milestone leveling, right?
Yeah.
Alright, now for what only madmen do. 3 HP.
Oof.
The rogue proceeds to be a
Unlucky.
rogue.
That is
That's what I get. But, I can complain. I get another sneak attack dice and I get evasion. My survivability just shot through the roof.
Hell yeah, and your damage? Close enough. Is 1 damage improvement or 6 damage improvement? Who knows? Let the dice decide.
I mean, I picked up
What
Drow poison for a
the
reason.
Unlucky guys.
Oh,
I'm giving you so many options to survive in this world, and yet you let me down by rolling.
it's not my fault. It's the random roll.
I believe I'm at 38 now. Bada bing, bada boom. What about you, Beer?
I'll do it later.
No. That's not how this works.
It
That's
does.
exactly how
It's
this works.
exactly how it works.
Roll the fucking HP.
Oh my
No,
god,
no,
get level
no,
4
yeah,
spells.
I can't.
He lies.
No, it's true. Ask the DM. He knows.
Are you multi-classing?
No.
Never mind then.
He's looking for a wife.
Yeah, he's rolling for a wife, and he
Roll-
doesn't want doesn't want the party to know if he wakes up with a wife the next day.
Personally, I'm just looking for a wave because that's where you put ships.
No.
You're looking for a siren to drown you, something to finally mute that. Anyway,
Thank you for the game today.
you're most welcome. Thank you
Yeah,
for joining.
thanks for the game.
It's a good time.
Okay, fine, I'll roll.
Yeah, we all want to see.
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay,
Okay.
that's not bad.
Aren't you about bet? There's one.
Huh?
You must be multiclassing.
Ah. I think I clicked the wrong button.
Oh God, help my bro. Oh me. Oh. I love how you guys are just depicting all the like artifacts as just magical crack cocaine.
Mm-hmm. Hope you're enjoying it. I wanted to do something more of the gearing in D&D because it's so bland usually. So I decided just to make
Yeah,
that more stuff.
I like this. The
Cool.
spin on it is pretty fun.
Cool.
I'm becoming the biggest elemental overlord this world has ever seen.
It's also
I'm tempted to just, as like Paluna's character becomes more and more cynic towards the gods, I'm tempted to really take him deeper into that direction. Like go from Paluna Gatecross to Paluna the Heretic. Or something like that.
That would be cool. I did write that in the invitation that it is going to be a very religion-based world, but someone who isn't religious is just as interesting to have in that kind of scenario.
No. Not atheistic. Aggressively anti-god. Like, just more and more becoming jaded and seeing divinity as not just like something to aspire to, but something to look down upon.
Interesting. That's going to be an interesting three-way dynamic you're going to have in your party then.
Well,
Is-
he'd be a flawed character. He'd still have exceptions for, two lovely people, or he's going to be like,
Oh.
maybe I can find a way to turn them into a bomb. Like they ascend and explode all over the ascended system, bringing it down.
Bringing it down, bringing it down.
Or maybe I should be a Marxist anti-divine rogue. The gods are the bourgeoisie, and the victims are the
And-
proletariat.
And instead of carrying messages for other people, you begin just hanging up posters of hating the god all around the world. Yeah. Writing news yourself about how one god has betrayed the world and abandoned hope, or bend is nigh, something like that. Yeah. I can see you.
More like overthrow your gods, stop believing in them, leave their cities.
Interesting. Well, I love to see that spin of the character.
I'm not finalized on the way, but I think at least the idea of taking him down the skeptic route. It's like, the guy on the sidelines seeing other people become addicted. They get jaded themselves from just seeing that, the proximity to
Ooh.
it.
Would be interesting.
Anyways, that was a lot of fun. I'm
Yeah.
heading off.
Yep,
Glad you had
me
fun.
too. Thank you for the
Despite
games.
Thanks everyone. Yep.
I
No,
really
it's
dig
good.
this.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And D&D next session will be next Thursday in a week. Have a good rest of your nights. See you soon. Bye-bye.